On time, right, Har?
Yeah, we totally planned 10 o'clock. We told you guys 10 o'clock. I know what you're talking about.
None of you were here.
I mean, we're 15 minutes early, actually, if you want.
That's true. Gosh. You guys gotta learn to be on time.
Right.
In my defense, I recorded not one, but 2 videos. And then I had to feed the kids. And hello, Jay.
In my defense, I was cleaning the bathroom because my relatives are coming to town.
Everyone's going to be like, oh, it's right. Last week they fucked up. They're not going to be here this week. There was a storm earlier today, not now. They said, thank you. Our outfits are cool. Thank you, guys. Thank you. The help is Johnny. Bullshit. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's just Johnny. He's just like that.
I know not what you mean, sir. No, but seriously, because I used my new lipsticks. And I gotta say, this CoverGirl one smells like shit. But it's pretty. And this one, though. That's the one I sent you the photo of.
That one's pretty.
It's pretty. Ready, guys? I was feeling a little sad, and I might talk about it. I'm not sure. I might wait till tomorrow. And I was on Amazon, and this just came up. Not only did it come up, it was a double. And so, on a whim, because they're very cheap, these were both very cheap, I was like, I'm gonna buy it. This one was really nice looking, weird smelling. It's CoverGirl. But yes, so that's what I did. I talked about a certain someone, not this certain someone, on my videos today. Someone I've never spoken about. So, and I hinted it on my Instagram, and people were excited. So, I'm ready for it. She's fat and she's a singer.
Mama Cass?
She's fat, black, and a singer.
Oh, still alive. Okay. That was me of Mama Cass. Mama Cass was alive. So I shouldn't have made that joke. That was wrong.
That was bad.
I mean, in fairness, the story goes she did choke on a ham sandwich.
Here's the story. That's the problem. Like, I don't want to cover things when I'm not quite sure, but that is the story. Here's a lot of, I got a bunch of lipsticks in here. There's a lot of fat singers. But you know what's funny is that most of those fat singers weren't known for being fat. But we got nobody tonight. This is my fault for coming on at 10:45 instead of 10. But
we'll be okay. Someone will show up eventually.
Right. So
I just remembered to post stuff too. So.
Well, that's what I let Restream does. So Restream will tell people. That's what you see. Like every time you see my tweet, because I'm not calling it X. Every time you see that tweet, that shows that I'm having a live stream, Restream automatically does that. I really like that.
I should set that up.
Yeah, you can do it where every time you go live, yeah, of course you're double because I can see it. Hey, Allison, how you feeling, hon? No, she was having a bit of a rough week last week.
Oh, I hope she's feeling better.
Do you guys want to see? I bought this for myself last year when I had a little bit of extra cash on me. They were very affordable. Got them off Etsy.
Oh, those are cute.
How stinking cute. I don't really love polymer earrings, but it's pumpkin, so of course I like it. They are from Goodies by Morgan.
Nice.
She actually does really nice stuff. I I followed a bunch of the quality polymer clay people on Instagram, and there's a couple who follow me, and I want to be that person and be like, if you send me a free pair of earrings,
I'll wear them.
I'll, I'll advertise for you. I'll put a whole thing. But, you'll get a whole ass ad on my videos.
I'm always afraid to order from those places because I'm just so damn sensitive. I can't wear just any earrings.
So neither can I. These are brass.
I can't do that.
See, I can't. I can do surgical steel. I can do brass. I've gotten sensitive to sterling silver. Couple of
Hey,
things.
Derp.
Hi, Derp.
I can do surgical steel. I can do 14 karat gold.
I can do that.
I sometimes I can do sterling silver if it's like really high quality sterling silver, but yeah, it has to be either real gold or titanium. I can do titanium.
Yeah, anything that's like a solid. I can't do nickel. I can't do aluminum. Things like that. Whatchamacalls it? I did. Well, all right. So I want to make a coffee, but it is getting later. But I did want to start editing because I'm like finally in the
Edit mode. Yeah.
But stuff happened today, guys, and I don't know if I should talk about it tonight or tomorrow.
Well, I have a story that I want to relay.
Ooh, to me or to the audience?
To everybody. This is something that we can all get angry about.
Oh, God. Was this the one that you sent me last week?
This is something that happened to me in person.
Oh, God. All right. I won't make my coffee yet. Tell me.
Okay. So I'm at work on Friday.
Yep.
And a gal comes in and she's looking for some stuff, and I'm in puppy selling mode. So I happen, I casually mention, because I have my Sydney there with me, and so he runs out and he greets everybody, and everybody's like, "Oh, he's so cute." And I'm like, "Well, if you're looking for a puppy, he's got a brother, and
he's available.
he's ready to go to somebody else's house before I punt him."
One more wire and it's to the science lab.
But so we did that, or we do that, and then she's like, "Oh, well, I have a Bichon and I breed her." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, so you're a breeder?" And yeah, I breed her. I've been finding dogs to mix breeds. And
took a deep solid breath.
I did. I took a deep breath. I continued to smile. I didn't say what immediately came to mind because I'm in my workplace. And so everything that I wanted to say was immediately just, no, you can't say that here. You can't say that here. You really can't say that here.
You enjoyed these mutts. Okay.
And my dad had a dachshund, and I bred it to the dachshund, and I'm like, really? That's
Bichon?
Great.
It's how old?
Oh, she didn't tell me. I didn't ask, because God knows if I had had too much information, I might not have been able to keep my mouth shut. So, she shows me a picture of one of the puppies she kept, and it's a brown curly little dog. It's a very cute puppy.
Cute.
Huh?
All dogs are cute.
All dogs are cute. They're all very cute. And then she told me how much she sold one of the other puppies for.
Hundreds or thousands?
I would like you to just give me your first guess.
Okay, I'm going to say, if she's mixing it, a dachshund and a Bichon. I've got a cut in my ear, so I'm putting Blistex on it. 15.
3,000. Yeah. $3,000
for a
Bichon and a dachshund. I have had a Bichon dachshund mix before. I have. And she was a very sweet dog. She was very cute. She was very stubborn. She was very fat because of the way a dachshund is. They are honestly the worst dogs in terms of feeding. To get that dog to eat the proper amount, you literally had to be on top of her 24/7 to make sure she wasn't eating. So, then she's the one that not too long ago passed of the bladder crystals. which, considering you're mixing breeds, it's an excellent possibility that's part of what caused it.
My question is, who spends $3,000 on a puppy when the shelter exists with hundreds? You want a mutt? They got them there for $100. Let's go real extreme. If you go to some places, it's $500. You're still saving your whole month's rent and a half.
Yeah.
Hi, Big T. Hi, Tony. I'm just having a moment here.
I told her a story.
I think we've gotten into the wrong industry. You and we have enough animal know-how. We should go just be unscrupulous.
Yeah, no, just lose all my morals and just start charging whatever I want and breed my dog to whatever I want and sell them to everybody for insane amounts of money. And tell them they're designer. You just put that word designer in there and all of a sudden it's worth so much money.
Stop it, Tony! You can't do me like that, sir. Fucking can't. I'm just trying to imagine in this day and age, in the year of our Lord 2023, people are still looking at a fucking mutt and going, yeah, I'll pay that amount. Just don't.
I feel genuinely bad sometimes when I tell someone my dog is $12,000 or $1,200 and they look at me that's really expensive. I mean, when you're talking about the fact that I paid in full for probably both of them about $5,500, I don't think $1,200 a puppy's that bad.
No, and my thing is that is on the high side, but you can keep track of where they were bred, when they were bred, all this different stuff.
There are people who sell the same breed for $3,000 as a pet.
She sells working class, by the way, guys.
No, they're technically toy class, but
you know what I mean. They're smaller breeds to begin with.
Yeah.
But her dogs clearly have the ability.
Oh no, these dogs would rat something right out your ass, so.
Luckily enough, I got a rat up my ass right now. No,
They're highly trainable, very intelligent, very sociable. They're great animals. It's the only reason I don't feel bad about how much I charge for them, because I know that when I sell somebody this dog, not only is it healthy, not only is it happy, not only is it well raised, but it will leave a little, as long as they take care of it, it will lead a long life and they're getting what they're paying for.
I will tell you right now, I never bat an eye when someone says a high price for a working class dog. I only get annoyed when it's a family class dog. I don't know why, but that I do make a difference. I want a coffee though. Do you want a coffee?
I have water. I
to a coffee.
I've had a migraine all day.
So, all right, well, I'll just say some of the news. I might tell one of it to you because one of it's a little like, I don't know if I told you, so I got fired last week.
No.
Yeah, my second boss fired me.
Oh.
10 minutes before stream on Tuesday. So if you watch the first 30 minutes of my stream, I'm crying on stream. I was normally I can relay information, no problem. Like right now, I'm relaying it, no issue. I'm gonna talk about it tomorrow as well. I got rehired today. As hired, but I got rehired today. And I still have, because here's the thing. Here's all the equipment she told me to return. Me and her met up at a coffee shop. I had it in the bag. I still got it.
Yeah.
Because she said point blank, she likes what I do. She loves my work. I just don't have enough time for her. I said, well, let's figure it, because the problem is, and the issue hasn't changed. Told her, you can't call me on Monday and say, are you free today? 9 times out of 10, no, I'm not. You have to like I I am, how do I put it?
Human?
Not just human, I plan. Like again, when I brought up the trip
Mm-hmm.
off screen, I'm like, okay, so what are we doing? How are we doing this? When are we doing it? We should plan a date now because I plan. I like knowing what's gonna happen, and I think that's because I hyper focus on it, and if I don't resolve it, if it doesn't have a conclusion, I won't be able to focus. For instance, I couldn't shut the fuck up about the walnut trees. If any of you noticed, I talked to them for 2 or 3 weeks straight. Why? Because I couldn't find where the actual walnuts were. And then once I knew exactly where the trees were, once I knew exactly how to process them, and I knew that I actually had them, how often have you heard me talk about the walnut trees? Because the conclusion happened. Now. So that's the problem. I can't, during the pandemic, I spent 4 or 5 months not having to think about anything. And puts nuts on wall here, walnuts.
Put your pants back on. God damn it.
You better have used duct tape. That nail had to hurt. And so
Better than super glue.
that's true. And ooh, that's something I'll get there. That was something I want to talk about today because it's kind of animal related. It's environmentalist, but I'll get there. So mind you, I already had 2 coffees today. It'll be my 3rd when I make it. But again, I'll get there. With me, I was always a planner, and when I had those few months of not doing anything, it threw me off. I am back into my planner mode, my planner state. And I plan everything because with YouTube, you know what I'm talking about. If you want to work with other YouTubers, if you want your YouTube to succeed, you have to consistently get everything out. So you're spending hours upon hours in your office, at your desk. I've done, as you guys saw my collab last week, I released with Body Honesty. I
Yep.
collabs with Tony. You see him in the comments. I did a video reacting to him. I still got to edit it. It's 2 hours long before editing, so it's gonna be insane. You know, it's things like this. And so she doesn't quite, she thought it was just the restaurant that was taking over. It's not just the restaurant. Because even if the restaurant did not exist, I was still busy every day as just a YouTuber. So,
Well, then for me, there's an amount of respect there. I mean, you're a human being who has a life outside, and unless she's paying you to be available from X time to Y time, she can't necessarily expect that your time is hers.
so that's the other kick. Today she asked me, as a contractor, what would my monthly fee be? If she contracted me to 30 hours a week, the problem is I'm still not going to give up the restaurant because that's my friend. And I am learning even more and becoming all these different things. And I called my friend and I told her what was going on. And so she's going to try to take me away from the restaurant more so I can make time for my second job. Great and all. But I have to make sure my asking price is worth 30 hours. And so I told her, I said, if you tell me every Thursday I need to be somewhere, Thursday, I will do nothing but be there for you. that will be your day. Same thing, like I tell her, Mondays, it's her. Don't ask me nothing past 9 o'clock. I'm supposed to be here for her. Sunday nights, I tell everybody, go to my dad's. Then Faye and
Peachy.
Peachy, you got me. Thank you. I got something in my throat. Tuesdays at noon. Anybody asks me, the only reason I'm okay with giving that up because it's my own time. But even then, I'm like, I have a stream, and so I'll try to stream at some point that day. I tell everyone, I'm like, these are the things I'm dedicated to.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I need to stay dedicated to them. So these are situations that's going on with that. I was thinking too, which,
because
she's going to add on more than what I already do.
Right. I have a resource sitting downstairs that I would like to review this information with and potentially present you with numbers.
Because I looked it up, and the potential numbers for what I do is between 500 and 5,000 a month.
Right.
I am not worth 5,000.
You could get there, but you're not there yet.
I could get there. Right equipment, right programs, a little more training, I could absolutely get there. I do believe I'm worth 2 because I can jerry rig shit really well on cheap shit. I can make things look good because you know what I got told by Lydia from Body Positive?
Ooh, what?
Body Honesty? That my shit's so polished and nice. And I was like,
oh yeah, I watched that. You were just.
I was like, I am? This shit's bubblegum, guys. This like, you don't want to see what that wall looks like with the lights off. Like I do a really good job, but I don't know if that's just the artist in me or whatever. I'm really good at making bullshit look nice. And so like,
yeah, I need to work on the bullshit behind me.
And Five Below, well, not my peg, not my Luna, but all these little thingies hanging on my window, those are all Dollar Tree and shit. And every time this year though, for spoopy season, I'm getting real decoration.
I broke my thing I bought.
What's the thing that you bought that you broke?
I bought this cute. I think I put a picture of it on Twitter. Hold on.
I have more news in a minute, but I want to hear this first. I want to mourn with you. And can it be glued?
No, it's beyond gluing, unfortunately. It was made of some kind of geez, it wasn't that long ago, was it?
She's just being nice. You know what, Tony? Yeah, I brought.
She's being nice because it's true.
No, Tony likes to be a pain in the ass.
I know.
He's like Choco.
I'm just defending my friend.
She loved me. I brought my snacks for coffee. Seriously, guys, if you haven't tried this brand yet, what are you doing?
What the hell did I do with it? I know I took a picture.
What's sad though is this is the pulp of one whole mango.
Yeah, it's scary how much fruit a fruit really turns into, right?
That's all. Take out the liquid, that's what you get. My mother-in-law, one of my mother-in-laws, she was like, well, actually, I might have 2 announcements. I don't know. I can say it here because most of the family is, well, fruit jerky. It is, honestly, Tony, it really is. So they do a pineapple one, they do this mango one, and there's one other fruit they do that I don't think I like. But look up this brand, Tony. See this brand right here? Solely, a lot of what they do is really good. They even got apparently some frozen shit. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not a fruit jerky person myself.
I like it because it's got that kind of soft texture to it. It's yum. I'm gonna make I think I'm gonna make a coffee. Who needs sleep?
Ah, here it is. Okay. So I'm just gonna share this real quick.
I'm ready for the sadness. All right, guys, light your candles. Ark, what are you doing up? You've got to go get melanated in the morning. Oh, what part of that gorgeous little thing did you break?
The raven on the top. It was sitting over here, and we were talking about putting a stand over there by the door to put stuff on, and it was standing at the top of the pile, and I moved my hand, and it fell and hit the carpet, and it literally exploded.
Oh, so it's like
there was no putting it back together.
Oh, maybe I could.
No, trust me. I'm not even sure I got all the pieces out of the carpet yet.
Oh, could I polymer clay it?
No, we just threw it away.
I'm sorry.
I mean, it wasn't like it was expensive. I just got it from Big Lots.
That's not the point. You got it at Big Lots? I'll go see if there's one at my Big Lots.
Well, Sheep said he was going to go check to see if there's one at ours still. But
Aww, what a good hubby.
Yeah, I broke it, and he's like, "Oh, I'll go see if they have another one." And I'm like, "Well, I don't think they do." But I still got to visit. I still got to visit Michael's and Joann's and see what stuff they have. I hate going to Hobby Lobby because all they have is fall stuff in the summer.
See, I want to get the fall stuff so that when I decorate over here, I can just take down some of the spoopy and put the fall up.
And you
So
see, I'll happily leave the spoopy stuff all year.
I like doing themes. I like the themes. But so want me to put a smile on your face? I hope this will.
Okay.
We started the process to buy the house.
Yay!
That's credit within the limits. And we're filling out the forms. I spent all day scanning them all.
Mm.
Statements,
Yeah.
the W-2s, the IDs, sending them over. But it's looking like we're going to get a USDA loan.
Ooh.
So there's a really good chance that I'm finally going to be a homeowner.
You can finally do that shit you want to do, but you don't want to do when you're renting.
The problem is that me and Jamie have both agreed, because the thing is, if I do anything nice to the house,
price goes up.
And so I'm already probably going to pay more than the house is worth. So, although because we got to get it up, so there's all this shit involved. Yeah. But anyways, but that's not the only news I have.
There's more?
Don't tell nobody, guys.
It stays between us and everybody else on YouTube, Twitter, and Rumble.
My dad's going to be a grandpa. Not me.
Oh. Really? Does he know yet?
Oh, and they told us all at the same time.
Oh, goody.
I got to the table. My brother's like, "Did you say hi to everybody?" And I'm like, "Hi, everybody." You didn't say hi to everybody. I'm like, "Hi, everybody." And he nudges his wife. He goes, "You didn't say hi to them." And I was like, "Ah!"
So is it twins?
Well, I think it's going to.
Really?
So she's only like 8 weeks along, and there's already a teeny tiny belly there. Now, granted, my sister-in-law is skinny. She ain't that skinny. And so I was like, I think that, well, the thing is, so my sister-in-law are the same age. Her birthday next month, but we're exactly the same age. So the thing is, when you just get off of birth control, fun fact that you guys don't know, when you just get off of birth control, that is when your hormones surge the most. So you are more apt to get pregnant within the first cycle getting off of birth control than you are most other times. On top of that, you're more apt to release more than one egg because your ovaries are popping something out for the first time in ages. They're finally getting to do what they need to do.
It kind of hurts, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, because so fun fact, I'm actually getting against hormonal birth control. I'm kind of like really against it now. I've heard a lot of shit. I think it's part of the reason why I have some shit wrong with me, because my very first cycle after being married, I believe we got pregnant on the wedding night, because what came out of me was not holy. That was stuff past. Uncomfortable things. I can still remember it. It was the most painful thing
Explains a lot, T.
I'm gonna beat this man. Sir, I'm gonna beat your ass. But it's so, and on top of that, when you are geriatric, which sadly, for me and my sister-in-law, 36 is considered a geriatric pregnancy. You actually release more eggs every month. So the possibility of twins jumps up.
God, and I'm going to have nightmares.
She has twins running her family.
Oh.
So she got everything working against her. But I said personally, I hope it's twins. And here's why. She is a one and done kind of person. And I would love if it's a boy and a girl. One and done. 2 babies, call it a day.
Makes sense.
What I would like for her. But the sonogram is in a week or two, and she and I are going out. Sister-in-law day out. Not the Wednesday coming up, the Wednesday after.
Nice.
So of course you guys will see photos because I always put them on my Instagram. And so that's all the news. The other one is kind of sad, but I don't think I should talk about it today. And so quadruple's God. Don't you put that, because then she gonna blame me for that. No. But so that brings us to the climate activists I want to talk about.
Oh my God, those freaking idiots. Okay, that explains the super glue.
So have you heard that? Have any of you heard about what the climate activists? You're gonna be 6 at once. Shut up, Art, because you live here, and I can find you. I know your address. You know who I'll get it from too. I'll send Jilly to you. But anyways, so whatchamacallit, if you guys haven't heard, the climate activists have been at it for a while. It's I think it's just stop
oil.
Huh?
Just stop oil.
Just stop oil. So they're a really big problem in the UK. They're the assholes that, and I loved when it happened in Italy when that woman grabbed the girl by her ponytail and just kind of like nunchucked her across the road. And I was like, my people.
Well, I mean, you heard what they did to the Trevi Fountain.
Yes. And here's my thing. Half of what they do just causes more environmental damage, causes more waste. And then, like, for instance, a lot of them are sitting there, just stop oil. Then why are you making all these cars spit emissions longer? You make no sense. You're like, oh, well, the purpose is to make people uncomfortable, to make them think. I'm going to state this right now. I think I'm even going to clip this. Bubs, if you're still in here, I want you to clip this. I'm going to post this everywhere. The more you protest, I will purposely take another 3 miles longer driving home. And I will add an extra 3 miles every time. And every time I fill up the tank, I'll smile, knowing that it makes you mad.
It's just like every time someone tells me that beef increases the CO2 emissions, I'm just going to have another steak.
I'm going to enjoy a 16-ounce followed by a 24-ounce. And then I'm going to go to the Korean barbecue, all you can eat. I'm just going to keep ordering beef.
Bunch of butter with a glass of milk.
Oh, yeah. And cheese. Heaps and heaps of it. Because that's how much you people piss me off. Well, I'm not the only one they pissed off.
Uh-oh.
Are we talking about climate change? Sure are, Secret. And I will say that this brought me joy. Really did, because you know how these climate activists love to inconvenience people, right?
Oh yeah, they live for it.
They love it. They make meetings about it. So let me share this. Oh God, it's trans rights commercial as soon as I get on. Do I see a cat anus?
I shot a very healthy one at that.
I just see a little pink hole. I was like, oh my God. Oh, see? Perfect. All right, I'm going to go to bed before I get canceled by association. Bye, Art. You know what? You said it perfectly, Secret. I love this topic, and sadly, this environmentalism thing to me sounds like a trend to make people believe they're doing something good when in reality it's all greenwashing. Yep. Oh, you mean someone's waiting for their letter and it's never come?
Basically.
Love it. It was a pink hole surrounded by a void.
It's a very healthy black cat. What can I say?
It was a void pink. All right, hold on. I'm getting past more propaganda, but
I can't even respect the ACLU anymore.
I can't respect any of this stuff anymore. Half the shit I've seen, like, and I feel bad because they're probably very nice, but I had a follower in my chat on not the video I just did, but the video before, and they were like, I can't like Isaac Butterfield. He as a trans person doesn't make me feel safe.
What?
And you know what? Unless you are living next door to him, no matter what he does, how does he not make you feel safe? But on top of that, you feel safe in the trans community where they are allowing children to do not what the conversation is about, but that'll be tomorrow. But yeah, that's. I shared that with a video of that 13-year-old boy dancing around in that patent leather thigh-high boots and mini dress. Yeah, but we're supposed to feel safe with that. Okay. Anyways,
I sure don't.
I'm gonna play just the beginning of this, and I'm gonna see if I can get through. But I think you guys will like this.
This is Michael, a Just Stop Oil protester. Except his name isn't Michael, and he's not a real protester. He's a mole. In fact, this man is one of our producers who has been undercover with Just Stop Oil for the past few weeks, helping Archie and I just stop oil. Just Stop Oil is a protest group with a simple demand to, well, just stop oil. Since their formation 18 months ago, they've used some pretty unorthodox tactics to further their cause.
Now, that was just a few things. Get ready, because I'm going to show you guys the montage and some of the things that Horror spoke about that they're doing. Because it gets ridiculous. As someone, so Starman, when he wants to see me absolutely lose my mind, he will tell me what these people are doing over in Europe to the Louvre and classical art pieces and priceless artifacts. And what's hilarious is they'll say, is this piece of artwork worth more than human life? As a matter of fact, yes. More than yours, at least.
Yeah, at least.
I may be pro-life, but not yours. Let's continue.
Been accused of anti-Semitism multiple times, cost the UK taxpayer millions of pounds in policing, and really pissed off the public.
Who are you to decide who gets to go? You're not God.
Now, you'd have to be a top-tier tit to deny that climate change is the greatest problem we face, and that something has to be done. But with 64% of the public disapproving of Just Stop Oil,
we love you, oil! We do!
Many are arguing that their tactics are putting people off the environmental cause, which is a problem given its...
Mind you, that camera was not on purpose, but man, it was so beautifully timed. The first time I saw that whack, it was when it just happened. I think I rewatched the video like 10 times just to see him go flying.
45 degrees in Spain right now. So, whether you care about the environment, the balance between the right to protest and the right to go about your daily life, or are just bored of posh people disrupting your day,
I'm here because I don't have a future.
perhaps it's time to pitch our right to protest against theirs.
I don't have a future. My mummy is not going to buy me my own summer home.
Daddy didn't give me the pony.
I have to wait till you see how these guys meet. I like when I tell you the shit. Oh, good night, T.
Night, T.
What do you guys thoughts on electric cars? I think they are way worse than gas cars, and here's why. Secret Peace asked me that. Lithium-ion batteries.
Yep.
Cost more, use more energy. Like that's the thing with a lot of this climate change. I don't deny that climate change is real. I don't deny that maybe it's been jettisoned a little bit by humans, but the climate has changed numerous times, thousands of times in the lifespan of the Earth.
I mean, all the climate does is change. It's a cycle.
Right. And the thing is, it's going to change whether we choose to or not.
Yep.
And lithium-ion batteries are more destructive. They use child labor, first of all. Okay, let's start with that.
Terrible mining practices.
Right. They through the mining practices, it kills a lot of people. These batteries are extremely expensive to replace. They are not recyclable. We 2 mines. And did you all hear about the Native American group is trying to get the old Redskins? I hope so. Because this new name sucks. That's besides the point. And so, you've got these people, they're sitting here using their iPhones, using their getting. Well, I'm gonna get there. I don't wanna ruin it because what he says is hilarious. Just wait for it, guys. Wait for it.
I think the bigger thing here is that people need to be taken with a cause.
100%.
And trust me, it's very easy to be a hippie if you're rich.
Well, I think it's fair if we disrupt Just Stop Oil the same way they disrupt us. I'm worried you're going to get recognised.
I'm already going to get recognised too, not because I'm famous, just because I went to school with most of these clowns.
In order to stop Just Stop Oil, we needed to infiltrate their ranks, which was easy, as they're constantly trying to recruit new members.
This is Martin. I'm calling from Just Stop Oil.
My name's Michael Rawlings. I'm hoping to sign up to Slow March next week and be added to the Signal group.
We'll get you added to that. We'll get you added to an announcements chat, which is just like all of the whole movement, just like announcements.
So I am very much in the belly of the Just Stop Oil beast.
Right.
Hi, thanks so much for Slow March next week. It's going to be a big one for loads of disruption, media attention. It's on Signal. They use Signal.
Yeah, what's that?
So please can't get involved.
We used their secret messaging group to make friends and discover exactly how they operated.
The protesters meet every morning in a cafe. We will get the address at 7 o'clock tonight, for where it is tomorrow. Messages come through from Bernie Team 1.
Right.
He's our leader.
The signal man.
All hail. It's like a cult. Looking forward.
All hail. So, I wait till when I tell you guys, the hypocrisy is so strong.
It always is.
Tomorrow, guys, should be a powerful
Of course,
day.
Shadow. That's exactly what we're doing.
To make sure they trusted him, we sent the mole out for a full day of protest before we did any funny business. It turns out they meet at Pret, where they drink coffee flown in from Peru in single-use cups. We discovered...
Oh my god. Flown in from Peru.
We making fun of crazy people like we should, right? Yes, you are 100% correct on that. They don't work as well.
Nope,
And
the drain faster.
it's even more worse when it comes to e-bikes because of how unstable the battery. Right. It's well, my opinion, I think this was started the wildfires in Hawaii. I bet somebody's e-car, which by the way, they can explode in high heat situations because the lithium-ion batteries can't handle that. Yeah. But it gets better, guys, because like I might skip. This is all them just
Infiltrating.
And it is funny. I highly recommend watching the video, but I'm gonna surprise you at what they do. So where is it? Where's the start? So they find out that Just Stop Oil is doing this benefit.
This is Karina. She's a Haverty's design expert.
I don't
Hey,
care.
look,
How
it's
Haverty's free
Karina.
design service can help you
With hundreds of JSO members solving climate change by hosting a party, except one of their members was the mole.
So look at their nice little banquet event in this beautiful old church. And they're all just having a grand old time.
I wonder if that's a paper table.
Oh, music.
With the mole in place, we sent in the team.
Good luck, boys.
Look, guys, they brought balloons.
How sweet. And plastic.
I apologize to anyone's ears. I'll lower it.
I'm so glad that they don't keep things up very loud.
Do you know what they did? Do you see that?
Yeah, it looks like they set off some alarms.
So those are wine whistles. They are to report, and they don't turn off very easy. They're supposed to get the attention of anybody in the area that you are being SA. And the goon squad attached them to balloons and
Release them.
made
into the sea.
themselves filled with lovely helium in that very big, wide cathedral ceiling. And so you're going to see.
Church of Climate Alarmism. the Daily Mail.
They left us with.
What, does nobody have a dart gun?
Mind you, you can see that the filming is for the Goon Squad. They have no idea they're the ones that set off the balloons. No idea.
Oh my god, I cannot believe they're doing that in that church.
When I tell you guys, I cackled so hard.
Is there something wrong with me that I'm just worried they're gonna like damage some of the church?
I am slightly worried. That's why they used balloons. They didn't use anything that was damaging.
No, not them. The people trying to get the balloons. The Just Stop Oil
Right.
people, because I doubt they give a fuck.
Because these Just Stop Oil people were not pleased. I got 2 alerts. I don't know what those are. They were not pleased. Shadow, that was beautiful. But I will tell you, I saw that and I was just like, I was filled with such petty joy.
Yeah.
Because when it happened to them, they were not happy.
Mm-mm.
Oh no, then it's they're paid by the Daily Mail. No, you are making regular citizens hate you.
Making people who normally just want to mind their own damn business, go to work, go home, go to bed, come
Well,
back.
because people die. One woman is now paralyzed thanks to them. She was in a ambulance. The ambulance got stopped. She is paralyzed now. They're not upset about that. They pretty much said, well, she was a sacrifice for the cause. Little children have died. Babies have been born improperly, like, in cars because of things like this. And they give 0 fucks. 0.
Yeah.
They don't care whatsoever. They are happy as long as they feel they're doing something. And yeah. Oh, is my audio out of sync?
Well, you're fine for me. It might be on their end.
Maybe. Hold on. Let me turn me off and back on.
Just ignore the black man in the corner.
Here, I'm going to turn you off as well, see if it works. It's just me now. Let me know if that synced me back up, kids. Sheep back there doing some work.
He was giving me a look.
All right, guys, I got to turn them back off. They're giving a look.
Not that look.
Don't do it on camera, kids. But yeah, I thought that was interesting. But I want you, I'm going to go make my coffee really quick.
Mm.
You should bring up what we wanted to talk about last.
Oh, that thing from the place with the thing.
So my audio's still out of sync? You're fine.
That thing.
Derp, it might just be you, honey. Refresh the page.
Yeah, refresh the browser.
Also, I noticed while recording today, I look thinner.
You do.
And when I sat down in the chairs at the coffee place today, I had room. And these chairs have arms.
Ooh, that's always a good feeling.
That felt weird. Like because I always avoid them. I was sitting on the bench. And I was like, I'll try it. And I went, oh, I'm good. So wait, so some of you, I'm fine. Some of you, I'm not. That's weird.
That is a little weird. I mean, you look fine to me.
Hello, Sukubasa. Thank you. One more time. Third time is a charm. Damn.
Right.
All right. I'm going to go make my coffee, explain to the children, and then we'll be back.
So, I'm going to start with the story of why I found this first. I have an unfixed male, which I do not recommend unless you are planning to breed, which I also do not recommend. because they don't ever stop peeing on things. It doesn't matter how hard you try. They don't get it through their head that everything's not theirs. They just continue to pee on it. So, at this point in life, I have accepted the fact that the only way I'm going to keep my stuff unpeed on is by keeping him in a wrap. And while looking up the best practices, because if I'm going to keep my dog in a wrap, I would like him to remain healthy while I'm doing so. I've stumbled upon this this little bit of doggy sexism. Anyway, apparently, you'll see here, Fredericksburg, Virginia, I can talk really, is trying to undo years of sexual discrimination. This is back in apparently, oh my God, this is from 1997. Holy shit. How did I go across this? But this is against female dogs. Why don't they just call them bitches and get it over with? The injustice, it costs more to license an unfixed female than an unfixed male. This is the 90s, you know, said James M. Pates, the city attorney. You have to always review everything now with an eye towards avoiding discrimination, even among dogs. We want to stamp out discrimination in Fredericksburg. Sydney ordinance enacted sometime in the 1970s said pet owners must plug down $10 in licensing fees for female dogs that have not been spayed, but only $5 for their male counterparts. Prince William, a far more progressive place, charges $5 for either sex. The cost disparity recently caught Pate's eye as he was reviewing the animals control ordinances. Pate said he realized the ordinance was at odds with the state law, saying the cost of female dog licenses couldn't be greater than licenses for males. At a city council meeting this week, officials agreed to advertise a change in the fees to equal the cost of dog licenses.
Gosh, I wonder if there was a medical reason for the disparity between the two prices.
Oh, but
whatever could be the reason.
Oh, but Star, my dear friend, what do you think they did with the prices?
They doubled them, didn't
They went up, of course.
Of course.
Because, you know, that's only fair to make everybody pay more.
Right. How dare we make a non-invasive surgery be cheaper than the deeply invasive surgery?
Oh, no, this isn't even about the cost of the surgery. I mean, it's $10 to license the female. The reason it's $10 to license the female is because a female, very often, creates more dogs. A male dog, an unfixed male dog, all on his own, won't create any dogs. No, you won't get any more male dogs if you happen to have just a bunch of male dogs. But you get a bunch of female dogs, and you have one male dog, and you get a lot of puppies. A lot of puppies. So making it $5 to register a female, or $10 to register a female, and $5 to register a male is supposed to discourage people from wanting to register or wanting to have unfixed females. So, gee, let me think about this. Do people really think they're going to, for one, are most people going to bat an eye over $5? No.
For real.
They're not. For two, do you really think it matters if there is some form of sexism based on biology towards dogs? These are dogs, not people. Really? I mean, just in general, really?
But horror, female dogs are oppressed. That's why they're called bitches.
So yeah, they doubled the price. They went from $5 to $10 so that the government is now making more money off of the people who they are forcing to pay them to own their dogs because for some reason they get to decide who can own a dog or whatever. They figure boys, oh my god. Oh my god. I just read this next line. So I'm gonna pick this up, right? So city officials were at a loss to explain the disparity. Well, I'm pretty sure I just explained the fucking disparity. However, but a spokeswoman for the Washington Humane Society, who called the differences in fees a really sexist concept being played out in the dog world, offered an explanation. They figure Boys will be boys, but we have to control these females and keep them under wraps. Spokeswoman Donna Marsden said, "We get people looking at us with straight faces saying, I wouldn't want to deny my male dog that pleasure. I wouldn't want it done for me." She said male dogs should get the same treatment as females. Everyone knows it takes two to tango, Marsden said. Oh my God. Between the anthropomorphizing and the in general retardation, I don't know what to say here. It's beyond ridiculous. And this was 1997, people. Which, granted, I only just realized when I was looking at the date. I didn't look at it earlier. I just saw it, and it made me angry because it's so dumb. This is what was going on in 1997. We had already gotten to a point in the culture war where people had moved on from trying to worry about human disparities, and we're now concerned that we're being sexist to dogs.
Oh, let me tell you something. There's even dumber things than that.
Oh no.
Let me finish grabbing my coffee because let's talk about animal fat phobia.
Oh no.
Just let me get my coffee, kids. We got some energy tonight.
I just spent all weekend fat shaming my friend's dog. I'm not even gonna lie. My friend took two of my puppies, I gave my friend two of my puppies, and one of them, the smallest of the puppies, is now fat. And no, I mean, he's not like immensely obese, but he is much overweight for where he should be. You can tell he's got a round little belly. He doesn't have the correct little swoop that dogs are supposed to have in towards his waistline. He's fat because he's well, you can see me now. He is fat because she feeds him too much. She doesn't seem to understand that you can't feed these dogs a huge amount of food. She has a tendency to over-treat, worse, she feeds them actual sugar, so let's not even talk about that. But he's gotten fat. I keep trying to explain to her, your dog's fat. You need to stop feeding him so much. But she's a pushover. She's not able to keep the dog under control.
And on top of that, you got a lot of people that, so much like men that don't want to get their dog. By the way, guys, I really got to replace this chair. It's falling forward now. I'm too short for all the chairs that have my weight less. And so I have to keep jumping into them. And the problem is, when I jump into them, eventually the top falls forward. It's a horrible thing. And so it's ridiculous. But anyways, so I've got my coffee. I was watching a video today because I was doing my research for my litho videos. And I stumbled upon someone reacting to the girl with the dogs. And it was this video she had that she grooms cats to begin with. And my only thing is, unless they are Persians, of that variety, I personally don't like that she grooms them to begin with. But once in a while, she gets a fat cat, and they really need it. I can't lie. The joke she said were funny. This girl.
Oh, is it the girl with the dogs?
No.
Oh.
The girl reacting to her was very upset. She said, yes, it's true. Well, you all might know who I'm talking about. It's the same girl that got mad at me when I went to Vegas, saying, who hurt you, babe? No one owes you health, babe. Same bitch.
What?
Oh, yeah. Oh, you don't know about that? I'll send you the video.
Okay.
If I still have it, it should be somewhere, because I don't have that TikTok anymore. But I did make a video on it, and this young lady got very mad at me because I called her out for trying to call somebody else out. Well, hello, Stardust. Shit, that's good. Anyways, I don't normally eat on stream, but I've had a weird week. So I'm just going to do it.
I have the best ice in the world, so.
Stop it. You've got the crunchy ice, don't you?
I got one of those nugget ice makers.
So that is a goal in life that I'm gonna have someday. I love water so much that I like it hard too. I said what I said.
No, it makes sense to me.
And this is nuclear cringe dirt. And she was like, this could have been a very educational video because yes, the cat should not be overweight. It's very bad. Your animal should be at their proper health weight. And I was like, aren't you a fat activist? Why are you okay with the animal needing to lose weight, but not people? Anyways, that can be taken to a dirty corner. Right? And
It is very crunchy, yes.
No, you want no dirty corner? Who here knows what king oyster mushrooms are? King mushrooms? If you kids don't, hold on. I'm going to show you. Because in the middle of service, at work, I'll show you what my boss did to me. I'm not mature enough for the conversation we were having. I was not mature enough for the conversation we were having. Okay,
Those are delicious, though.
She's like, well, I cut the stiff, firm shaft, but the top is all spongy and nice. And she's saying it on purpose. And I'm looking at her. She goes, and then I stir up all that firm goodness. And I was like, and then, because the guy she was telling it to is her electrician, and he's never seen one. Goes and brings out one the size of a baby's forearm, shaped like this, and she puts it in front of him. And her 12-year-old son is looking at all of us, going, "What is it?" I'm like, you don't need to know. Go wash some dishes. Anyways, I had it because it took a dirty turn. Okay. Anyways, so why are we looking at mushrooms?
Because they're delicious.
So good for you. Anyways, she was sitting there whining that she couldn't get past the fat phobia in the video. That it was a 3-minute long video and it was littered with just fat phobia. And I'm like, oh God. And if you guys remember, I did a video about why your animals shouldn't be fat. Were we doing our videos then?
Don't
I
think
will
so.
tell you. Let me see. It's an old one. Well, it's not that old. But I had to do a whole video on it because there is a whole sect of people. I belong to a group on Facebook for fat cats. And one of the rules is you're not allowed to tell someone their cat shouldn't be fat. I hear a pupper. I hear a puppy.
I've been hearing them all weekend.
Oh, right here. See, when did I post this video? 8 months ago. December. Yeah, this was right before.
No.
Let me share. If you guys want to see me talk about animal fat phobia, lower this volume. This video that I did, I don't know why when I show the thing, it shows Taylor Swift, but this video, this female right here, she says it's just fine that your dogs are fat. There's nothing wrong with it.
No, there's a lot wrong. Your dog should not be fat.
See? Oh no, that hurts the dog's feelings.
The dog doesn't have a fucking clue what you're saying.
Look. Little sad face. Little tear in the dog's eye. Oh, that's fatphobic, and your dog totally knows that.
I totally call my dogs all sorts of cruel and unusual things, and all they know is they're getting treats.
I call Ryan a piece of shit all the time. You know what? As I'm calling him a piece of shit, he's walking up to me wagging his tail. However, here's some good food animal content we can all enjoy.
Oh, the kitties.
Babies. Listen to these happy little babies.
Yum, 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 yum.
They're so big now.
Look at
Right,
how
are you willing to
tiny they were.
They were so little. That's like this is them through the months. Look how big they look at look at how big they got. This is the last time they got milk at the very end.
You absolutely love it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I tried to put music on this, it wouldn't let me. But look at how little. I love these babies. Ew, no.
We don't love that.
Would you guys want to see one of the babies?
Yes.
Horror, you get to pick. Who do you want to see?
Dante. What can I say? I have a favorite.
Stop, my red boy.
I've never had a red cat. I've always wanted a red cat.
You should. They are worth it.
I've always had black cats. Or the tabby. I had a calico once. But yeah, all my cats have mostly been black or tabby. I had a full tortoiseshell calico. She was literally calico from the tip of her nose to the tip of her tail. She was gorgeous, but she ran away. Yeah, I'll let her know, bub. Don't worry. I was keeping an eye on that. Thought we might need to adjust that.
What happened?
Oh, when we play videos and stuff, they can't see us because of the banner.
Oh, I know. I do it on purpose.
Well, there you go.
Look at how big.
Oh my god, look at how big he is.
He's so big now.
I should ask Sheep to bring me the puppy because I'm not gonna be able to show you guys to him for too much longer. He's got someone coming to look at him on Tuesday.
Look at how big my baby is. I know you want to go explore, but you can't. Here, you want to smell some coffee? Here.
Oh yeah, feed him coffee. That's a great idea.
He's watching Nova right now, who's watching my shoulder. Nova has been all over me, guys. I warn you in my next few videos, she doesn't shut the fuck up. Like, at all. She's screaming in the background. But just look how cute baby boy is. So when they come out of the crate, oh, now you smell my breath. Listen to that huff huff. You huffing? When they come out of the crate, him and Gorian rush right to me.
Oh.
And Gorian actually, because so yesterday morning I was really tired and I knew I had to work a lot yesterday. So I was staying. No, you knew, boy. You stay with me or you go back in the crate. Thank you. Whatchamacallit? Gorian came right over me and I felt his little mouth going on my mouth. So cute. He is honestly a really good boy. He's got some ear mites. I don't know how he got them, but he's got some ear mites. So when their vet check finally comes, obviously me, even though I got rehired, my pay is still reduced right now. Until I have more dedicated hours. What baby boy? I will say Gorian wanted to come out, so I'm probably gonna go grab him in a minute. But they are so sweet and they're so nice, and I cannot wait to get them to the vet and get them fully vaccinated.
So that they can go do their thing and play out with everybody else.
Yeah, because they are desperate to play with Sinbad. So desperate.
I'm sure he's looking forward to having some companions.
Grab each other through. Well, he's got it with Axel and Athena. They all get along great, but he wants to play with these boys. Oh, and I don't know if I told everyone. I don't know if I got to. The boys met Greta.
Oh.
They are in love. They were pawing. Like arms. Oh, he sees Sinbad. Arms stretched, trying to get out of the crate when I closed the door and she was in there. And when I put them down, they surrounded her. They were so thrilled to see her.
Aww.
And they want to meet Orion. I just don't want them to die.
Yeah.
So I know that event, like, I still haven't let the adults out during the day because he is still in training.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is, like, now he will still ignore the collar sometimes.
Yep.
So, and because, like, again, the Lemony Snickets continues. The snake was back.
Oh, God.
And this time Orion was in the yard with it.
Oh, shit.
That's how Starman, I was in the bathroom. I forgot what time it was. And it was daylight because Starman could still see it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going potty. I'm not minding. And Orion's being Orion. He's not coming in. And then his voice changed. He went, Orion, in now. No. Now. Get in the house right now. And I'm like, what? He goes, there's a snake. And I went, I knew he knew it. Because apparently Orion was right over the snake.
Mm-hmm.
And the snake was coiled up and snapping at him. And Orion was doing this. And remember what I said when that snake came to the door and Orion kept going like that?
Yeah.
I knew it. I knew he knew that snake. Because Orion, no, motherfucker. One more time, you're going back in the crate.
I don't think he believes you.
I kind of hold them accountable because they're so cute. It's dangerous. This little boy. And I will tell you guys, if you raise a kitten, do this. Get them used to all this.
Yep, all the touchings.
Every part of them. I hate when people are like, you shouldn't force animals to get into situations they don't like. Do you want the vet to look at your animal? Do you? Or do you want your animal to suffer because the vet will have to put it under anesthesia just so it can what? Oh, you handsome baby. Why are you so precious?
Yeah, when Alex had that extra hole in his ass, the vet was so impressed. He's the only 5-star cat, 5 gold star cat the vet has ever had on his list because he was able to pop that sucker, dig around in it with a Q-tip and clean it out without having to use any kind of anesthetic. He didn't try to bite anybody. He didn't try to claw anybody. He just stood still and of course he made some noise. Kind of hard not to, but he was just absolutely, he let him do it.
Look at how good my little boy's doing. He's never this calm in the bedroom, but I think it's because honestly, by the time they're out, they've been pent up all day. Usually by the time I get on stream, they've had at least 20 minutes of like World War III in my bedroom. So they get to relax. And this is all like fascinating for him.
Yep.
He gets to really observe. But he is such a good cat. I really do think he's related to Bastion.
Yeah.
Because he has a lot of Bastion traits, like that little half moon on his mouth.
Mm-hmm.
His mouth was shaped the same way. I know it sounds silly, but it's not very common. Most cats have the little like leaf petals, whereas he has an actual like half circle. And he's got a lot of the same personality traits. He's very vocal, and it's just a lot. It's a lot. Huh. But you tried to get away again, so guess what that means? Yeah, we're gonna get your brother. Bruce, he could be a good boy. Think he can be a good boy and bring him out?
I can try.
Let me go get Gory, and I'll be right back.
I'll wait till you get back before I go get Bruce. That way we don't leave you guys here all alone with nobody here. You don't have to look at my the destruction in the room behind me. Not that it's particularly destroyed. There's just you can see the heater behind my head. And then my toys stacked up underneath it. Not those toys. Get your mind out of the gutter. Just my my Elden Ring box and my Horizon Forbidden West box. I should look for that other thing we were going to talk about the week before, though.
What, drumstick?
Oh, no. But now you reminded me about that.
No. Purr into the microphone.
Oh, no, cutie.
He's a good boy. Hello, fluffers. Oh,
so big. Hey, honey,
Oh my god, how big he
would you
is.
get me some more ice water?
Stop it. That's Bruce.
That's Bruce.
Oh my god, look how
Oh.
big.
Here, let's get the microphone out of the way so people can see how big you got. Look at you. Oh. You got so big.
This boy.
Oh.
Let me fix your legs.
And like she said, you should do the same thing to your dogs that you would do to the cat. Get them used to being held this way.
Orion gets abused all the time, so does Greta.
Oh,
I
so
cut
cute.
Orion's quick by accident.
Aw, that's always sucks.
Yeah, he was yanking his leg, and then next thing you know.
Yeah, I've always kept some styptic powder in the house just for that situation.
Oh, I can't tell if he bit me or licked, but that hurt.
Looked like it was licking to me. Oh, come on. And you, I've got to clean your little butt again. I think he's had the runs. We gave them a little bit of a bone last night. And I think there might have been just a little too much oil on it for his tummy.
Especially if it was pork.
It was beef.
Not as bad, but still.
Well,
not gonna want to meet you, not yet.
It was beef back rib. And
Rib
so I
bone.
cooked it all day and soft and oh, why'd you do that?
Here you go. Yeah. Your brother is better behaved than you are. You're already looking for an escape route. I will say, though, he is always the first one to come meet me. Every time we let him out in Starman's home, he is the no young man. No, sir. Nope. You stay with mommy or you go back in the crate. I think he is so precious, though. This little guy. I had no intention of keeping this one. I had every intention of giving him away. But he gets along so well with his brothers. They love each. The three of them are so bonded, guys. And again, most of my animals are 10 years old. Greta's 8 this year. Orion is 7. No, Orion's 6, I think. But yeah, I was doing the dog's claws the other day because they had been a little while. And see, I pick up Orion to let him see the kittens. And the other day, his claw went straight across my nip nop.
Ow.
And that's a 110-pound claw. And so I had to be like, this got to be clipped. Oh, see, Bruce calming down a little bit. That's really good of him.
Yeah, he's taking it better than he used to. He's not great at it still, but he doesn't go all goblin mode on you.
Because he's been corrected by the other dogs. Like, you can always tell when they've gotten some time with other dogs to, put them in their place.
Well, and that's part of why I keep them for so long before giving to someone else, because then I know they have experience within at least our home environment with other dogs, as opposed to going off to somebody's house where they're probably going to end up being the only dog and not have any experience, at least in their formative years. I can make sure they have some experience in a good regulated household.
See, he is definitely an explorer, this one. And you can see, even though I do the same things to him that I do to not letting you bite my ear again. He has bitten my ear and it does hurt. He has got
really? I just have your paw. I just have your paw in my hand. That's all.
I see you huffing and puffing. What you looking at? I will say,
hey,
he's the quickest to use his teeth if he feels threatened. Do you hear that, puppy? He hears Bruce.
That doesn't surprise me.
And
he's being high pitched. There, we're all happy now. We're all happy. We can be friends now. Oh, he's fine, Grace. I'm not hurting your baby.
She's giving you nip nips.
No, she's giving me. She doesn't nip, but she'll jump up, and so I have this ottoman that sits here on the floor for me to put my feet up, and she jumps up on it and she gives me this look like, "What are you doing to my puppy?"
He is a floppy boy, this one, though.
He's so cute. Your
I feel-
puppy's fine, baby. Come here.
I feel like he's got the perfect cat face. Like his shape and the way his eyes are. He's got like the perfect little cat face.
No, you leave those nipples alone. There's absolutely nothing left in there.
Say no nipples. Leave those nipples alone, Brucey Bruce. No nip naps for you.
Oh no, she'll let him. He'll get underneath her and he'll actually try to suckle. And she'll get up on you after he's done, and she's just all wet on her underside because he keeps trying to suckle and there's nothing in there. So he must not bite when he does it.
Who's that? Was it Gorian? Is there another kitten there?
Hi, baby. Hi.
He's meowing at the mirror.
Oh.
In the mirror. Who that?
There's
Me?
sometimes with the puppies, we have a sliding glass door, and if the light's off, it can be reflective. And some of the puppies, if they see their reflection in the mirror, will start barking at it, and they will not shut up.
See, I think he's realizing it's him because he looked at me in the mirror and he was like, "How are you in there?" Like,
Oh,
me? Oh, he's touching the. I love.
oh,
You see how he's like touching the mirror, like, "What are you?"
yeah, that's so cute.
See, they're. Oh, look how good they're being. How are they? As I say this, he starts to get all. What? What, Gorian?
Come back here.
What is it? It's just a mirror.
I heard that pop.
It's just a mirror. It's just you. It's you.
Oh, Gracie, no, I don't want kisses.
Hi. I know you're so. He is so flabbergasted by this. I know he is, Allison. When I'm telling you in a shadow, I'm just telling you, he absolutely his world just opened up because mirrors. Because I don't have any mirrors in my bedroom. I don't need them in there. And shut up. And so
I don't have any in my bedroom either, just for the record. So
they kept falling off the ceiling. It was really uncomfortable.
you can only wake up to a broken mirror on the bed so many times.
And the cuts are a bitch. What? Are you gonna be my coffee cat? Oh yeah, you are.
Who's my baby?
Why don't we go get your brother? Because he wanted to come out too.
Who's my baby?
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get Atticus because he actually, like, for once he was like, "Let me out." So I'm gonna.
I want to be seen.
I know. For once he does.
And this little girl is getting ready to go into heat.
Oh no.
We're ready to go through that all over again. But this time we'll get through. Rudy's already wrapped. Yes, she loves the belly rubs. She will lay like this for hours. I'll be sitting downstairs, minding my own damn business. And she will come up to me and she will crawl up and she will flop herself down. So she's laying like this to make me rub her tummy.
As you can see, Atticus is the smallest of the three.
Oh, look at those
Zorro,
stripes.
I saw a kitten. Zorro. There is still a kitten on me. Yeah. He just jumped up like, "Okay, it's my turn." No, sir. Let's see how you react to the mirror.
His are so clear.
Well, he had me scared the most. I was
Yeah.
going to talk about this last week. Out of all of them, he had us the most scared. He stopped eating completely. He wouldn't eat. And even when we tried to force feed him, he'd fight us on it. calm down. And so he does not. When he gets stressed, he doesn't want to eat. I know, baby boy. And what kind of dog are they? I can't.
Beaver Terriers.
Thank you, God. I went to go say Weaver. I'm like, that's not right. But Atticus is so unique and yet not, and I mean that in the case that he's a lot like Atreyu was, personality wise. Very reserved, very subdued, and then out of nowhere, motherfucker turns into a monkey. He just goes crazy. Like, but I will say his most striking feature, his patterns.
Oh my God, yes, he's got a gorgeous pattern.
He has got the most pretty Rorschach back.
And there's just such that black is so black and so delineated.
It's got these like hints of chocolate brown in it and black, and he's got this special little toe. And right here under his chin, he's got right there, you can see it just in the corner. He's got a single stripe.
Right, just a little spot.
Little spot.
Like someone smudged him just a little bit.
You want to smell the coffee? And he's just such a good little baby. And I pity he's going through a second puberty. Oh, and I heard that Grace is going into heat again. Is this the last? I know you said you were planning on eventually.
So I was thinking about it. Didn't say planning. I think we'll get through this one and then do one more litter, and then I think it's done.
Well, one planned litter. One planned one. How about that? Catch me outside. How about that?
I mean, I'd be lying if I said I didn't hope that the next time she gives me a girl that I can keep.
Well, it's because you're tired of boys. No, see, you are the most naughty about this.
She loves her girls so much more than she loves her boys. It's wrong. It's wrong. The girls are mean too, but I mean, just watching, because her previous litters were all a boy and a girl, and this last litter was 2 boys. She didn't play with them half as much. And then this last one was just the 1 boy, and she played with him a little, but not a whole lot. But she always, I mean, she really plays with the girls. And it's funny to watch her play with the girls because she will like chomp down on their legs and pull them at her. I mean, you'd think she was being the meanest mama in the world. But
I wish you could see this boy in person.
He's so sweet.
His colors are so pretty in person. But see, I would love to see her fucking up a puppy like that. Like that sounds hilarious. No, you are not exploring nothing, sir.
Yeah, and I need to get some of that on video because
Even
when
his
she
belly is cute.
Yeah, it is. When she really gets to it, I mean, so like when they're really little and I pick them up to measure them and she tries to take them, the way she tries to take them, you think that she was just going to snap them in half as hard as she bites down on them.
You ever watched what was it I was watching? Squirrels pick up their babies? Oh my God. It seems so like, even though you can tell they love their babies, does seem a little vicious.
Yep.
Can't lie.
Are you done?
No. Well, you got your 3 strikes and you're out. I would love to keep you out here, but you, my darling little Atticus, my Addie, you keep trying to escape, and Zora wants to come up. So, and look at this precious little toe.
Just 1 little toe.
1 little toe. No, I know you want to go look around at the world, but the world isn't ready for you yet. Okay?
It's like someone missed a couple spots with white paint.
I know, it's just so cute. No.
Hello, Alec.
We weren't sure he was a boy, for the longest time.
No.
But oh yeah, he got bony though. Let me tell you something. His spine, his ribs, like only 4 days of refusing to eat, and he was like at death's door. So I started force feeding him like every calorie.
Yeah, some of them go real. Some of them do that just so fast.
Kittens can die on you real quick. Let me get him back in the crate because, as you can see, compared to his brothers, he doesn't want to stay still.
He's squirrely.
You're a squirrely boy. Don't you flash.
Let's see here. I am not turning Sheep into a woman. He'd be useless to me at that point.
There's always a strap on.
It's not the same.
As I was putting Atticus back in, Gorian took his chance.
Uh-oh.
Jumped on my shoulders. Then I had, did you hear that crack? This chair is not long for this world. And then I had to catch him, but I know a way to keep them in the crate. I've never seen this before. These kittens are obsessed with water. Like if I pull out the water bottle, oh, they drink so quick. Okay, Zoro, come on. Hup.
No, Mom, you gotta help me.
Exactly. Mind you, I watched the security camera today. He does just fine getting on the counter without me.
Oh, of course.
It's a higher jump. Oh,
well,
my leg is so far.
It's that control thing, you know. Sometimes they can't help it.
I don't deny it. Piece of shit.
Don't remember if you remember this, but I had shared this with us if we want to go over it.
I'm ready.
All right.
But I don't remember what it is. Read it to me.
This is something I found on Reddit. It's from, what is it, r/choosing beggars.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's a long one, guys, so buckle up. We're looking... Oh, what?
I got snacks.
Oh, she got snacks. Okay, we're good. We are looking for a new veterinarian. We have specific requirements and expectations, so you should consider this to be an interview of you and your facility. My wife and I are extremely experienced animal owners, both dogs and cats, and we live in blank. We adopted 3 lab mixed puppies on March 30th. They are about 4 months old now. We also have 2 cats for a total of 5 animals currently. The oldest animal is 16 months old, so we're looking for a vet to establish a relationship with over the next 15 years with 5 animals. We called our current vet on March 30th on our way home from the shelter to make an appointment for the initial exams and shots. We were told we could not get an appointment until May 2nd, 34 days later. We made the appointment, although this was a red flag to me. A 34-day wait to examine new puppies is an unacceptable standard of care. Since we bought the puppies home, we've discovered that all 3 had tapeworm, and all 3 had some additional unknown condition resulting in prolonged diarrhea. I sent multiple emails to our current vet explaining the symptoms and trying to get our appointment moved up. These requests were denied. I am a researcher and a very active participant in our animals' health and nutrition. While this was happening, I did extensive research for solutions to the diarrhea problem. The one common message I saw was, if your dogs are puppies and they have prolonged diarrhea, get them to your vet immediately. I can tell you why this is too. So if that's such common knowledge, if that is the standard of care, why would my current vet not bend over backwards to find some time to get our 3 sick puppies in for exams and treatment? Is that an acceptable standard of care? I have applied various treatments to the puppies to treat the diarrhea, and we have seen improvement, but I am still concerned. The question that you must answer correctly if you want to be considered to be our vet and care for our 5 animals over the next 15 years is simple. What would you have done in response to my emails asking to be seen sooner? Oh. I am an ex-military officer, so let me be extremely blunt. I am results-oriented and care more about the care and well-being of my animals above all else. But I am also a businessman, and I understand business issues better than most people. Having 5 animals represents a substantial revenue opportunity for you, and so I do expect priority treatment over someone who has just 1 or 2 animals with you. I also believe strongly in the application of medical triage. If you don't, then you cannot possibly apply the standard of care that I expect from my vet. It's about medical priorities. It is not about first come, first served, which seemed to be the attitude of the people responsible for scheduling at every vet clinic I've been to over the past several years. If your scheduling policy is first come, first served, and are unwilling to accommodate urgent needs, you cannot be my vet. Make no mistake, as a professional marketer and pet owner, I am exceptionally aware of the national crisis we face regarding the extreme shortage of veterinarians and vet technicians. It is something I can voice for. I can be a voice for and an advocate for the veterinary profession. That said, I won't accept substandard late care for my animals for any reason, especially when their needs are immediate and substantial. When you could become a vet, a medical professional, you knew what you signed up for. And if you wanted to keep banker's hours, you should not have become a vet. And yes, I have a plan and advice for any vet not already a victim to the Mars and VCA corporate veterinary chain that dictates everything you do. Excuse me. If you believe as I do, you could be my vet. If you do, you should contact me or my wife and make an appointment to see our 3 puppies ASAP and eventually our 2 cats. I'm sending this email to multiple vets within the area, so time is of the essence in your response.
I have feelings. So 1, you are not the only person I saw this from. The dog group.
Oh, yeah?
Hello. We all had some feelings. My first one being, have you heard of an emergency vet?
Right.
Your priority, you say. Priority. That sounds like a triple case of parvo.
That's why they say if your puppy has diarrhea, you need to get them to a vet immediately. If your dogs have parvo, the only way they are going to survive this situation is if they are to the vet, being taken care of under very, very extreme circumstances, and it's going to cost you a fucking arm and a leg.
If the dog survives.
If. That's a big if. Huge, ginormous. Dogs do not typically survive parvo. It's not normal for them to do it.
Cats are more apt to survive their form of parvo. And even then, it's bleak. Here's what I will tell you. Kids. The internet is so bad these days, I can't tell if that's concocted by somebody or not. But to begin with, the fact that he's making it like some sort of sweepstakes, this could be you. It's giving. Who of my followers remembers that video of that woman that fat people were meant to play when they didn't want to be weighed at the doctor's office? Thank you as a medical professional for respecting this, because as you know, it gives the same level of condensation. As a child, daughter-in-law, grandchild, and cousin, and friend, and now aunt to many military personnel, shut the fuck up.
Well,
no one gives a shit about anything. Number one, how many different things have you done? You're a military professional, you're a triage professional, you're a marketing professional, you're a business professional. What the fuck haven't you done? You
Other than
ain't
actually be a
cattle.
vet.
And my thing is, vets do carry bank hours. Like that's literally what they do. You
Mhm.
claim you've been going to the same vet for so many years. Didn't you realize they all close at 5 o'clock? You dumbass.
I mean, I recognize in terms of vets, and I'm in a very lucky situation. I can call my vet if I had a problem. I could call my vet right now. He would pick up the phone. And there is even a good chance he might even drive his ass to the clinic for me. But you have to recognize I've been going to this vet for over 20 years.
Right.
He has seen all of my animals from puppyhood to death.
See, with me, we've been cycling through vets our whole lives. In Rhode Island, there is Ocean State Veterinary Hospital. There's a couple of them, but Ocean State is the big one. And I mean big. It's like an actual hospital. I think it's like 2 or 3 floors. And it's big and large and expensive. But if you are someone who is so substantial in your financial ability, once again I say, take them to a fucking emergency vet. Penny, when she started dying, it was after hours. The vets were closed. There was no way that she would have lived. So what did I do? Like, guy, by the way, Penny's 1-year survivor anniversary passed in July.
Yay.
I have cute little photos I'll share to you guys potentially in a little bit. Hi, says Patu.
Hey, Patu.
And Sleazy, hey.
Hey,
And
Sleazy.
so here's what if you really cared about your animals, that's the first thing you would have done. Hell, you could literally go and get the dewormer that everyone uses. It's made for goats. And you can literally serve it to your animals yourself.
Yep.
Like, I want to know how many vets. Because number one, if you ever think what this man did was good, you are sentencing your animals to death.
Because a vet will stop seeing you.
Oh, yeah. Every vet in a 30-mile radius probably said no to him.
And they probably talk to each other. And they probably say, I dealt with this client. This, and this. And then they will no longer see you.
I will tell you, every business is like that. So when I sold mattresses, if there was somebody going around scamming people, if there was someone going around with bed bugs, we'd all call each other in the area. There was at least 3 other mattress sales places in the area. There was 1, 2, 3, 5 of them. If you include Rent-A-Center and Aaron's. Whenever I was selling mattresses and somebody would walk in that was a potential, I would tell them immediately. I'll call all of them. Because the thing is, if they cause a problem at one mattress place, it could spread to other people that day, who would then come back to us, and we all get contaminated. And yay, this guy, same situation. He'll start making issues at one vet, then to another, then to another. I feel bad for these puppies. I'm shocked that the puppies made it. I'll be shocked. You know what? I'm going to look that up really quick. I'm going to look that up, although it's a shot in the dark if I even find it. But I'm going to go on to that dog group. Because lately, oh my God, we've been having some clueless people post.
Oh, sure.
Like, just stupid stuff. One person roasted somebody for posting about their dog's split claw. Until I had Orion, I didn't know dogs could split their claws.
Yeah.
And Orion does it so regularly, I'm not going to bother going to the vet. If I
just throw a bandage on it.
I don't even have to do that with him. I just saline solution it. Because they don't go outside more than just to go to the bathroom.
Right.
So most of the day, he's in the house. So it's like, why bother putting on a Band-Aid? He's just gonna lick it off. And he lays on the couch, so he's fine. But what me wow, like this one right here.
Yep, Shadow, they absolutely do.
Dad, it's 4 a.m. The dog pissed blood.
Ooh.
She's saying, I'm concerned. I can't take her to the vet. What do I do?
Well, I would
That's a clueless person.
call one of the vets. I mean, you can call them. They usually mine sends to an emergency line.
Just a little bit. Let me see.
Or just Google the emergency vet in your area. So in all likelihood, it's very likely a bladder infection and he'll be fine until the morning. Depending on what other symptoms are going on.
Right. I'm looking because here it is. No, wait. No, it's not it. See, the problem is people post all the time in this group. All the time. And it takes so long to find some of the funnier posts. Ugh. Mold and dog food.
Ugh.
Some of the stuff is completely knowledgeable, but like this one, and people got mad at me when I commented on it. So if you're looking at that, do you know what that is on the ground? It's weed.
Looks like it's what?
That's all marijuana.
Oh, no, you don't want your dog in that.
And well, the thing is, I said, number one, no one should have that much marijuana in their house. Like, that's an insane amount. And shut up. And I was like, the thing is, unless you have a medical issue, that is an insane amount to have. And again, I'm allergic, so I'm a little biased towards it.
Yeah.
So don't take this personally, anybody. But I'm like, if you have that much marijuana sitting in your house, you've got a problem. Unless you need it for something. I was like, and on top of that, you left it in a, what I can see is.
It looks like paper.
No, if you see that blue line right there.
Oh,
the pile,
they ate the Ziploc bag.
They left it in a Ziploc bag. And these people were like, these dogs are lucky I didn't kill them.
You're lucky you didn't kill the dog.
Right. Like, you left your fucking dogs where there's marijuana and you're upset. See, I wrote in the word diarrhea. I figured I'd find it easy. There's so many posts about diarrhea.
I'm sure. It's actually not an uncommon issue in dogs.
It isn't, but it's uncommon to be posted about here.
Oh,
Normally,
well.
there's other problems that they post. I found the one that I definitely got people mad at me for. I guess it got reposted again. Remember that one about the dog that was... Is it still here?
The reactive one that was off its leash?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yep, it is still the same one. And let's see, I think the person that was like yelling at me got banned.
Oh, good.
Because I don't see their comments. But I can't find it. Let me look up something else. What was the other keywords on that? You could be my...
What?
I was typing in some of the keywords of what that guy wrote.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, here's the one about the... They got mad about this. This is the post about the dog's claw.
Well, I mean, the first time your dog's claw splits, I can understand it freaking out. One of our, I want to say it was Tiberius, had his claw split, but it split all the way back to the quick. So he was, bleeding heavy. And took him to the vet. The vet wrapped it up and said, yeah, just let it go for a few days. Don't let him take the bandage off, and sent us home.
That's pretty much it. I can't find it now. It's driving me nuts. So annoying. Are you all right over there?
I'm fine.
This one.
I figured.
But no, I've been noticing the dumbest things these people post about. People were getting like angry about stupid stuff. Stupid stuff. Like, but these are funny. When people try to figure out what a nipple is.
What's that? It's your dog
thanks,
sniffing.
Silvar.
Hey, Silver.
But oh yeah, a lot of these people just. If you're on Facebook, do yourself a favor, join. Oh look, another clueless dog owner. I will say though, there are quite a few people in the group who are also clueless dog owners.
Yeah. Well, we all start clueless.
Oh yes, at some point or another. But the problem is, a lot of these people, they pretend
like
that
they know what they're talking about.
They know what they're talking about. Like,
yeah.
I hear a cat yelling at you.
You'll never guess who it was.
Oh, what a precious boy.
He's the yeller. You're the yeller.
He's the old yeller.
Yeah.
Couldn't help it.
My old man. He's over 10 years old now.
See, this I think is appropriate for the stream though. It's definitely this is my old lady post. You ready for it?
Uh-huh.
When I die, my legacy will not be money. It'll be the lives I loved and saved.
Oh.
And I saw that and I got all teary-eyed. So I shared it to Facebook.
Thank you, Silver.
Oh, good night, Allison.
Good night. Sweet dreams.
Oh god, let's see. Breed, big mini Australian Shepherd.
Hold on. Did you just say big mini Australian Shepherd?
Apparently that's the breed. This is at a shelter.
I mean, I guess I get it. Because like Sydney, when people look at Sydney and I say this is one of my puppies, I also have to follow that with, and he is extremely out of conformation. He is not an excellent example of the breed because he's 13 pounds and all black for the most part. Whereas, as you saw, Grace, this is, when she's not pregnant, she's right about 7.5, up to 8 occasionally. And Rudy is 9, right at 9. So the fact that they have a 13-pound puppy, she has had puppies, these two dogs, and this is one of the things that fascinates me about genetics. These same 2 dogs, they've had puppies that range everywhere from 5 pounds to 13 pounds.
Wait, what?
Yeah. She has one puppy that's about 5.5 pounds.
That's a big ass difference.
And then Sydney weighs 13 pounds.
I call them anti-runs.
Yeah, no, he's definitely an anti. He is a gigantor. He is huge, and the dog is pure muscle. I mean, every goddamn pound is muscle.
He knows he is too. Look.
Oh my god. No.
Oh, sure, you had to move. You look so cute too. You guys want to have a tearjerker? Hold on, I'm gonna send this to her, and we can all see it together.
I put in the Discord a picture of a video of Grace playing with one of her litters.
Oh, perfect. We'll okay. So here's what we do. We'll read my thing first, so we can all be sad, and then we'll watch your video, so we can be happy.
Yeah.
Because this is gonna make everyone a little sad, and I'm not okay, but I'll be okay. I didn't realize
at this point we are okay.
We're special. Come on. Ever since the outage, my computer been a little weird.
You might want to restart it again.
I might have to. Not right now, but I might have.
Well, obviously not right now. Now would be a bad time for that.
Right? Yo, the other day, Starman was trying to upload the video. You guys have no idea how much trouble I went through to get that video done. Because
It's a good video though.
Huh? The
It was a
long
good video.
Yeah. So on that video, when I put it onto DaVinci, the first 2 seconds of the video, for some reason, was defective.
What?
Yeah, I don't know why. And it would literally show a little red screen saying media unavailable. But the rest of the fucking hour and a half of video was there. When I tried to render it, it kept doing an error.
That's weird.
My boss was in Ohio. And I was supposed to be covering for her. But then she got back. And then I had to rush back. It was a whole... Guys, when I tell you, it was insane. It was insane. It was not okay. But let me show you guys. I've had bad child experience with Australian Shepherds. They were all aggressive towards me for gently trying to pet them. They're very high-strung dogs, and if they're working class, they're really not going to be good.
I know.
So I don't know if you guys can read that. If you can't,
ignore the background. I'm sending 2 more pictures.
I will read you this. So in this first panel here, if you don't know, this is Clark Kent, the Superman. I thought she'd go on forever, but I finally lost her. I didn't even realize it at first. Right here, she'd come onto the bed and passed away just quietly looking at me, like she wanted me to know that her last thought was of me and how much she loved me. So I took her someplace I knew she'd be happy, where she could always see me and I could always see her. I probably have a lot of explaining to do about it someday, but it's what she would have wanted. So he went and he buried her on the moon. To know that every night when the moon came up, we could still have that time together. She was the first living being I ever really cared for that died. So now that we're all crying a little bit, because I'm certainly a little teary. I don't know about the rest of you. Let's go watch some puppies. Yo! They are fucking her up. I'm assuming the smaller one was the girl.
No, the smaller one's a boy.
Small one's a boy.
Yeah, that's
Look how excited she's getting.
That's Scotty and Madeline.
Oh my god. Horror, that was precious.
Yeah, then there's a couple other pictures if you scroll down.
It's not. Hold on, I'm gonna exit this really quick. Stop sharing. Because I gotta go into somebody else's and then come back.
Right.
Oh, it's not. Did you click send?
I did. Yeah, they sent on my end.
Huh. I didn't do it. I don't
Oh,
know.
hold on. It says connecting. What the hell?
Dang it.
There.
Oh. I see 3 photos.
Yep.
Silvar, that makes me even sadder. You probably heard. Did you get a little teary-eyed too with that? Because I got misty-eyed.
Oh, we're awfully close to the end of one here, so you know how that is.
Oh, yes. I have no idea how long I got this one. I'm so grateful he's so healthy.
Yeah. That is my cousin's best friend's dog. His name's Quattle.
Hi, Rachel.
And he is definitely confused about what type of dog he is. He is firmly of the belief he's a lap dog.
What are you talking about? He is a lap dog. The whole lap.
That's Grace being a pain in the ass.
Grace! The house is so pretty.
Yeah, the kitchen came out just beautiful.
You guys did good.
She's just such a, I mean...
I can't lie, though. I would never sit in those chairs.
Those chairs are actually, despite how they look, they're very comfortable.
It's the width for me, babe. My ass would hang over the sides.
Trust me, I know, but they're still comfortable. And then that's...
Stop.
That's Sophie.
What My girl.
I didn't do it. My groomer is so weird
What
sometimes.
did you do to our
So
girl?
she'll just let her ears grow out.
She looks like some shaggy magical girl.
I know, it's ridiculous. Oh, there's one more I should show you that I took. I told you I was watching the puppies that I gave to my friend.
Right.
And so this one is Sydney's litter mate.
I kind of like how Alex is.
Just look on Alice's. Yeah, that's Boris.
He just
And
does
that's-
not care.
Alex is just like, oh, fuck you.
Not a
But yeah, that's Sydney's litter mate, Boris. So
Margot Robbie as a dog. You should do that. One red ear, one blue ear.
oh my god, no.
Little black diamond right there.
And then here's her other dog. He was sitting on my little ottoman under my chair.
He's so. I'm gonna say this. He's not as well groomed as he is.
They're both taken to the same groomer, and I'll tell you right now, the groomer cuts them that short because my friend is too lazy to brush them correctly.
Oh, so they're constantly matted. Gotcha.
Yeah.
So
So-
he's been less matted than him because this looks like a much more even chop.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
like, this right here, you can see she could have at least done a more even buzz.
in his case, it doesn't help that the coat's a little curlier
Okay.
too. So, like, I don't know why those two specifically came out more curly than the others have. So, like, you've seen Bruce. His coat isn't very curly, but if I pick up Sydney and show him to you, he's got a bit of curl in his fur.
Right. I always find it
Speaking
weird that the hair around the face never curls the way it does around the rest of the body.
Yeah, no, it's weird. I just sent one more I took of it's actually a cute little group picture I managed to get.
Let's see. Oh,
So I bought that. You see that cute little bow tie? It's got a pumpkin on it for Sydney.
I
right
like
there.
how they're both so neat, and then
You got little Grace and even Tiberius back there in the very back.
you got the rag dolls going on back here. They look so neat and clean. Look at them little babies. Oh, excuse me.
Then one more. This is
I will say, guys, sardines are a healthy dinner, but they don't. It's not a healthy.
there's just a teeny tiny Bruce.
Look at the listen. I
So
love.
fat.
He was a freaking baked
Chunky
bean.
boy.
But like, I love when. So this is where I'm gonna be controversial. I think horror might come for me on this. The coats on her dogs are like one of my least favorite coats on dogs, mainly because they get grimy so easy, and they look like gritty human hair so easy. This is
I
my
get it.
favorite form. When they're like this and their fur is all right against the body. And it's just so precious. And when you pet them, it's. I give you Exhibit A. Thank you for proving my point. You can just see that gonna get your finger tangled. You put that in there. That's not coming out okay. And see, I know that if she dedicated like 3 hours in the morning, 3 hours in the afternoon, 3 hours at night to brushing, there'd be no.
You don't have to do that much. If you're just doing it, just 15 minutes every day.
See our girl. This is after the week I've had. That's how I'm. Oh, look at him, Tiberius.
That's when he was a young little man.
Our little
then-
old man.
Mom's got another one. And you can see freaking that's oh god, who is that in the back? That's Rudy. Oh, that's a young Rudy. And Flynn, who has his new home and is doing quite well.
I thought Flynn did too.
Flynn is the one with the new home.
Rudy too. I thought you.
Oh no, I still have Rudy. Rudy's my baby.
For some
No
reason,
one's getting Rudy.
Rudy too.
Rudy's my baby. They're
Beetle
Rudy
or
and
a
Grace. Rudy and Grace ain't going nowhere.
Look at that.
Those are my dogs.
Look at that mop. Do you understand that these dogs would have ponytails all the time if they were mine? I do.
You know, my my groomer puts them in a ponytail. Grace. Just
I feel like she'd be talking like this, mate.
And then Grace
down to the pub for a point. Like I feel like
you'll notice there's a Grace has a theme if you haven't picked it up yet. She likes to sit on top of things.
It's called I just rolled out of bed and I'm done with all your shit. I'm gonna sit on my perch in judgment of all of you.
Yeah, that's basically, she is the supreme judge of all.
I was gonna say, I feel like she just sits in the living room and stares at you all.
She does. She either stares at us or she's passed out.
Oh my god, that's amazing. Listen, her uterati are tired. It's a baby.
And
I love how the saddest looking cats are usually the happiest.
And that cat has no reason to be sad.
He looks so sad in this photo, but we know he's probably.
So that second dog in, that's Tiberius, but that second dog in, the brown one next to him, that's Chloe. She is a Bichon Dachshund mix. And
this was the
that's Sophie back there,
right?
And the next one over is Faye. She was a I had to rehome her because she just couldn't. She was like Flynn. She was Flynn's mother actually, and her litter was in fact an accident,
right?
Because my vet told me there was no way my 8-month-old dog was going to get her pregnant, and I'm like, well, I'm pretty sure she's pregnant. And we come back and I bring her and he's like, oh no, she's not pregnant. And we come back a few weeks later and she's just as long as she is wide, or just as wide as she is long. And I'm like, she's pregnant. And he's like, you're right, she's pregnant. And Flynn was one of hers, but she was actually, this was back before I understood what a beaver terrier was, and most other people didn't because they were so new at the time. She was actually half beaver, half Yorkie. Flynn was 3/4 beaver, 1/4 Yorkie.
You can see the Yorkie in her, though.
Yeah, you really can. And you can honestly, it shows more in the personality than anywhere, because a Yorkie is much higher strung,
right,
than a beaver terrier is. Beavers tend to be more relaxed. They bark. They bark like ever loving hell, but they're less likely to do something like nip or attack. Faye, on the other hand, just could not for the life of her get along with the other dogs. So I found a really nice little old lady who was home all the time alone and needed a companion, and she was adopted there and has been living
I know you told me one of these dogs passed away.
That's Chloe.
Oh
no,
my
that's
God.
Sophie. Sophie's still alive and fine. Chloe that's the Dachshund Bichon mix that passed.
Right.
When the vet did the necropsy, they found a huge amount of bladder crystals blocking her urinary tract.
Oh, I forgot I have makeup on.
Well, you can tell she got misty, didn't they?
I forgot I was like, I looked in the camera and I'm like, what's on my eye? My makeup. That's what?
Yeah, and it started running.
Oh my God, really bad. Look at this.
Yeah, you look like you were crying.
I think, I rubbed the corners of my eyes.
Oh, yeah, the rehoming went really well. But at least as far as I know, she's still happy. And Flynn's just out there making friends with everybody, with his new owner, who is equally benefiting from the situation. It's the one thing I like about having and selling my puppies is that I like to find them homes. You look much better. Yes. I like to find them homes where I know that, it's a mutually beneficial situation for them and the owners.
It's always I only got a little teary-eyed though, guys. Like I didn't get like sobbing, and
Apparently you did. I mean,
and my makeup hasn't come off. I rub my eyes a little bit, and I look up, and I'm like, shit. Hello, Spider Sheep City, gotta keep it professional, right? Professional. We are professionals, right, Horror?
yes, we are. Apparently, my mom sent me a text because she watches us, and she points out that Flynn is spoiled as hell because of the person he was adopted to, goes to the bar and knows the bar owner. The bar owner doesn't care about the fact that he has a 5-pound dog in his shirt, and spends the whole night in the 5-pound dog in the shirt with the man. And he won't eat his food because he gets too many treats at the bar. If he starts making him fat, we're gonna have a problem.
Right? We're gonna have to take him back.
No, we're not taking him back. We can't do that. Oh my God, it's been so much more relaxed here. We were able to give, like I told you back at the beginning, that we gave the dogs beef bones.
Mm-hmm.
We couldn't do that with him here because if he was here, he would start a fight. And everybody else is so on edge because he is so high strung that, it's just so much more difficult. Now you can give everybody a treat, and even if they chew on it for a long time, you don't have to worry about a fight. Now, someone may steal the other dog's treat, and it's like, oh, well, at that point, you got up and left it. It's your own goddamn fault. But you don't have a fight.
So with Orion and Greta, typically it's not that big of an issue. I'll make them appropriately sized Kongs. So I have a big Kong. And that one I usually stuff with peanut butter.
Mm-hmm.
And then I shove, like, what did he do? He started giggling.
Mom texted me and to tell me that he hasn't gained any weight, but Guy pulls treats out of his pants.
He's like, I've had enough, Father. And I'll take these collagen chews, and I'll stuff it full of peanut butter and dried organs and meat, and then I just plug the whole thing with a big collagen chew, and I'll do the same thing with Greta, and usually that keeps them. I will say I haven't been able to afford to get those in a while, but honestly, that's because we just had to play catch up, and there's so many other things we have to do. You have no idea. Oh, there's so many other things we have to do. Like, again, I need to buy a new chair. I really need to see what she's in, guys.
I love this chair.
I need one of those. I gotta finance one, I think. Once I buy
I
the
don't think
house.
you can see it. Is it down there? Oh,
It's
no,
a
it's on
Secret
the
Labs. It's a Secret Labs.
It's the Titan edition.
Oh,
I'm fat.
You're mirrored.
Am I?
Yeah. Because go ahead, hold the pillow up. You'll see.
Oh, so I am. Weird.
Unmirror yourself, woman.
Well, but then I have to look this way to talk to you.
Oh, that's why you did it, because you want to look at me.
Yeah, well, then, because the thing's over here, and I go to talk to you, and then otherwise I'm looking over here, and
then we're looking at the same thing.
There's nothing over here. At least over here, you're still over here.
That's true. Oh, thanks. But yeah, I need to. I have the page still up. Right now, I'm waiting till now all this house loan thing is gone,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm gonna see. But I know I need it sooner rather than later because now this thing is crackling. Makes no sense because I weigh less than when I bought it.
It's funny how that thing works. It's like you lose weight, and all of a sudden that pair of pants that fit really good forever has a hole in it.
I fit in the Chinese pants and it's a size 3X.
Nice.
I mean, granted, they're made for American fat asses, but still. Because the lemony snickets, I think I told you guys about it. I don't know how much I got to say. So I remember I told you guys that the pants that I wanted, I was going to order. They were out. You can't get them. Okay. All those pants that I got in the 4X, one of them got a hole in it, and the other one, because they're so big and I kept hoisting them up,
yeah,
split the seam in the crotch.
You told me about that. Yeah.
I told you, but I don't know if I told the audience. And so, I had crotchless pants, and I didn't know. And so then I had to go. Thank God I'm fat. No one saw it. And I didn't know until I got in the car, and I was like, and I just started crying. Like, I was so frustrated. I was like, why? And so I spent like $75 on
Mhm.
the pants. Silver, these pants were already big. Okay, so when I ordered them, I thought I was still a 4X. Turns out I'm back down to a 3X now.
Yay.
Great. Yay! I went down a pant size. Fantastic. However, the downside to this is that my already loose pants got even looser. So I had to keep hiking them up. And like, so these are capris and they come down to my ankles.
You see what Rachel's saying here?
What?
With her wolfhound's fur was starting to fall out, and he'd been chewing himself, breaking skin. And her folks had moved in with him. Saw that his dad saw that she was low on dog food, and brought home. What was it?
Pedigree.
Yeah.
I had murdered my mom. So my mother, I loved her dearly. My mother and I would argue constantly about pet food. Constantly. She's like, well, the boys already like this. I'm like, it's shit. You're feeding them shit. I was like, look at this. Ever since you took over all the food, look at how, because my dad's cats are all overweight. Johnny started losing weight because my dad, he gives them Halo for food. Great. Dry as Halo. They lost a little bit of weight from that, but he leaves the bowls. So my dad overfeeds the cats. They have bowls. I want to see. Actually, this is a great. If I can pick it up. See this? That's the size of each of their bowls.
Oh.
And the depth. He fills it to the brim on each bowl every day. Okay?
Wow.
So that's what they get for kibble. And then at night, my dad takes an entire small can of wet food for each boy.
I mean,
And gives them that. I've tried to explain to him numerous times you could use one can for all three, considering I use a 6-ounce for 9. And because I use high protein.
I must be overfeeding my cats.
Cats' stomachs are only about that big. So when I feed my cats in the morning, I split up the high protein food, and then I put a little bit, a thin layer of kibble in each bowl. And that's all they get. But I feed high protein. And the higher protein your food is, the less they need to eat. Now, I will say, once I introduce Calliope and all of them into the group, I'm going to have to up to a 10. And when the kittens come in, I'm probably going to have to upgrade to like 13 ounces. So that way everyone gets a fair share. But anyway, I brought home Victor, and the pedigree is going to the chickens, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. Like, the chickens can eat that because it's, food that they
Basically
actually
corn.
Basically corn. I appreciate his intention. Well, see, my mother loved giving the cats food from the table. When I went away for a weekend, this guy, I got reports that he got boneless spare ribs. He got shake and bake. He got rice. He got cheese.
Oh,
he got steak. Why does he get on my counters? I don't know. It's a mystery.
Well, he's a cat. They do that anyway.
He is the only one besides Axel, because Axel didn't do it till he saw him do it. And see,
Oh.
only a few of them follow his lead. Penny does it ever since she almost died. Penny's gotten very bold about where she'll go. And Penny has seen him. No, he didn't get fat. He internally got fat.
He got greedy. He knew that he got the good stuff and now he wants more.
Because my mother, hi Annie, my mother,
Hey, Mad Jump.
well, we would get we're Italian, so what do we have with our meals? Parmigiana, pecorino. Those are 2 cheeses. And my mom would say, "Does my little boy want some stinky cheese?" And she'd take a huge pinch and she'd put it on the floor for the cats. Each one got a big old pinch. And I'm like, "Ma, if you're gonna feed them a cheese, feed them mozzarella, feed them cheddar. Those aren't as fatty, those aren't as salty." But they don't like those. Of course they don't, because those are healthy. And they haven't got those. Oh, it's so weird.
Well, it's funny because my cats, they have dry food down all the time. And then I feed them each a can of food at night.
See, I schedule all their meals. Everyone's meals is scheduled. So right before stream, every night around 9:30, this little semicircle of bowls gets filled. But still only a thin layer. So I'm gonna show you guys. We get his hips stretched out. There you go, bud. If I do that, look how easily he walks away. But if he jumps down on his own, he lands flat onto his back hips, and then he limps away. And I'm gonna show you guys. That feeds all of the adults.
Wow.
That's it. And that's with Calliope, Athena, and Sinbad. That feeds all the bowls. And so I'll only need to upgrade that a little bit when the kittens come in. So it'll probably be a scoop and a quarter. Because we as humans have a very hard time understanding portion size.
Oh, yeah.
This is how big your stomach is. Take your fist. That's the size of your stomach. That's all you're supposed to eat. Cats, their stomachs are about the size of their paw. So the next time you look at your cat, pick them up and look at their paw. That's how much food is supposed to be given to them. I'm a firm believer in if you, and it's no offense to you, Har, you got to schedule animals' food because a lot of times cats, I'm sorry the cat got voluptuous. If they get bones, I don't bother with the kibble. Right, because that adds a lot of protein stuff to it. Like, oftentimes, I used to give Orion and Greta breakfast and dinner. They don't get that anymore. I give them a larger portion at breakfast, and often they'll get snacks throughout the day. And that's how I do it. Although I haven't been able to get the snacks as much as usual, normally they would get like a Kong, they would get a yak chew, a collagen chew, pizzles, tendon, trachea, catching on, things like that. I'm very particular about how I feed them, and I know that I'm controversial in it. A lot of folks like to say my animals are starving. But you guys, my animals all the time, they are not starving. So I'm very. What?
Hey, see, I'm just reading the guys there talking. So I find it depends on the animal. Like when we had Chloe, I did schedule the meals because she couldn't portion control herself whatsoever. And since all of my animals are within weight, perfectly healthy, I don't worry about it because obviously they're managing themselves. The dogs have hard food down all day. They get a couple treats throughout the day. Now, I will say sometimes I think they might get a little over treated, but again, they're not gaining weight. So I don't worry about it. And the cats are all perfect weight. So
Right.
don't worry about it.
I rather train them early just to be expecting the scheduled meals because it's structure.
Mhm.
But again, this is me going back to what I said earlier. I
Planner.
plan, I structure. Everything is down to a routine, and it really does help me because if I need to get all the animals in one spot, they all know exactly what I'm going to say. I'm not going to say it, but I've got everything down to cues and signals and routine, and I'm very anal about it. I'm a firm believer in it. Obviously, you guys know I respect her, so we can agree to disagree on some of this. And that is
Well,
just
it's just a different method. So if I want all my dog's attention, I go get a treat and I say, okay, who wants a treat? And there they are, right there where I need them. Or if I need to get them in their kennels, it's okay. Let's go get in our kennels, and everybody's in their kennels. No
go to bed.
questions, no ifs, ands, or buts.
It's always go to bed or so during the day I call it in the crate because I want them to know they're just going into the crate. Oh, I was about to blow ass. Like I really hope you guys don't. It was only pee. Earlier, okay, I need you guys to know this. Earlier while I was recording, I really hope no one hears it. I made sure to speak louder. He was blowing such ass. It was like full blown fart bubbles, and I was like, God Almighty! So if you hear it and you see my arm up like this, understand I was trying really hard to make sure one, you couldn't see him doing it, and two, that me talking and waving, you couldn't hear it. But,
she was trying to distract from the cat in the background.
Real hard. So we'll see. But
my God, shut up.
But whatchamacalls it? Shit, he distracted me so hard. What's that? What? That threw me off.
You were talking about how you like to structure.
Oh yeah. So I structure everything because it works out so much better. With the dogs, during the day when I leave, I want them to know they're not going to sleep for the night. So I say go in the crate. If it is nighttime, it's always you're going to bed. That's what I always do. And I try to keep the voice cues and the signals up because it really does help you out.
Yeah. Well, it's like since I take Sydney to work every day. Yeah.
And that's what I will say. You've got to be, so especially in my opinion, I don't know if Hara will agree with me on this. If you have a cat that will constantly ask for more food, the moment the bowl has any silver showing the bottom, don't feed him at all.
Mm-mm.
And you leave that food until they finish it.
Yeah.
Because then they will get in the habit. So Penny did it for a while. And I don't know how she learned it, but she got in this habit where she just would not eat if the bowl had any silver. And I was like, well, looks like you're starving for a few days.
Yeah, as long as they have food down. If you know that you've given them the appropriate amount of food that they're supposed to eat and they're not eating it, you don't have to feed them. They have food. They'll eat it when they're hungry enough.
Animals aren't stupid. They learn patterns and routine.
And they absolutely will train you.
Oh, yeah. And they know, just like a kid, and I think we've said this before, just like a kid going into the market, and they know their mom is already stressed. Their mom is waiting for them to explode. So what does the kid do? They throw the tantrum in the right aisle so mommy gets them the chocolate-covered donuts. They do it all the time.
And if you were raised like me, all that meant is your mommy stepped over you and kept going.
Or like me, and your mom threatened you.
No, mom didn't even threaten. She just stepped over like I wasn't doing anything and just kept right on going. You better believe I picked my ass up.
See, for us, we knew my mom would get embarrassed. She was very much about that. What she'd do is she'd lead me out. See, because your mom was smart about it. My mom should be like, don't worry. If they take you away, you won't have me anymore. And I was like,
I threatened to call CPS once my mom dialed the phone and handed it to me.
That's beautiful. Oh my God.
Yeah. No, there wasn't a lot of wiggle room for that kind of shit in my growing up.
I enjoy hard parenting. So there was these two little boys that stay with my boss. They are her nephews. And well, technically they're her friend from her village growing up. It's that woman's grandchildren. And she's not actually their aunt, but it's kind of like
close enough.
It's close enough. Kind of like how I'm not auntie to all my current nieces and nephews, but I am. And so
But you're about to be an actual aunt too. So
And these two little boys, they were not used to getting disciplined. They are not.
Mm.
And they're very used to acting silly. And that no matter what they did wrong, if they got a laugh out of the adults, all was fine. And I sat there and I was like this. And they were going, I said, am I smiling? Do I look like I'm laughing? Do you see anyone else here laughing and smiling? No, only you. No one thinks you're funny. These are 8-year-olds, by the way. And but I will tell you, because so there was a friend of my boss's husband, and so my boss. So you want to know how stressful it was? The week of her birthday, we did all this stuff, and I went over to them. Remember, I was around the smoke and everything. Her husband, his brother, and their family visited. 2 days later, his best friend and his 2 kids stayed for a week. Her friend, her friend's daughter, her friend's daughter's boyfriend, her friend's daughter's boyfriend's dog, and her entire litter of puppies, and her friend's daughter's kids.
Oh my God.
And her 2 daughters and her electrician all visited.
Okay? The electrician seems like an odd add-in.
He lives in the same area as the 2 daughters in Florida.
God.
So she was like, kill 2 birds, 1 stone. Go grab him. He can come do my work for me. Because then she went to Ohio because that electrician was going to do a favor for her friend in Ohio. So then it's mind you, in the middle of this, she moved from one house to another. Okay. So if you want to have any idea how stressed I've been outside of here, guys, because guess for the restaurant while all that was happening. So,
but talking about that reminds me of how it is with my friend's kid, because I've been with that child since she was 3 months old. For the first 5 years of her life, I was there 5 days a week.
I know how that feels.
It was basically her other mother. So, but the difference between how she acts with me and how she acts with her mother is night and day. Because she'll do things like she would pull out her jump rope to start jump roping in the house. I look at her, you don't do that in the house. But mom lets me. Am I your mother?
Are you in your mother's house? You're in my house.
Oh no, we were in her mother's house. I didn't care that it was her mother's house. I was the one watching her. She wasn't going to break something while I was there. So, am I your mother? No? Okay, then. I don't see your point. I'm not letting you. When mom gets home, if she wants to let you, that's her problem, not mine.
Right.
And she won't come over and stay the night at my house because she knows whatever we eat, she has to eat.
Oh, see, I don't know why my nieces and nephews like having that. I don't. So, I'm the exact same way. The only difference is, I think my nieces and nephews are masochists. Like, they love that I boss them around. And it's the same exact idea, like with these little boys. So the best friend of my boss's husband, right?
Yeah.
He's like us. And the 2 boys were doing something he didn't like. And he tried to warn them once, twice, 3 times. 3rd time, he said, mind you, again, these are like 8 and 6-year-olds. He said, you are not good kids. I don't like the things you're doing. I don't like the way you're behaving. I don't like the influence you have on my children. My children are not comfortable around you, but they're too nice to say it. So you're not allowed to play with my kids. And he went off like that. And I'm giving you the abridged version. He laid into these kids. And he's like, and I'm going to treat you like my kids. So if you want to find out exactly how I discipline them, keep it up. And I did the same thing. I would take them to task because their grandma, like, so they would sit there and talk back. And I go, oh, around here, if your grandma says it goes, it goes.
Yep.
And they would look, I go, I'm sorry. I didn't hear you. What? What? Yes, Miss Cassie. Thank you. Thank you. That's what I want to hear. One of them said to the grandma, she asked him a question, a very simple question. He went, fish and chips, duh! No reason. And I'm like, did you think that was funny? And that's when he was like, and that's when I was telling him, no one's laughing but you.
Yeah.
You're not funny. And see, if I found out later, because I could tell. Because you know when kids have a cue, and you can tell they're very used to turning around and someone laughing off, oh, it's so cute, oh, it's so funny. My oldest niece did that for a while. Like when I came back to Rhode Island for a few months, I was stuck there. And I would babysit her sometimes. And she would do this when she did something wrong. I'm like, acting cute is not going to get you out of trouble. Why? What do you mean, why? You still did something wrong.
Because you're still wrong. That's why. What?
And so they all know, because like my best friend who lives here, her kids all say, don't do it. No, Auntie Cassie, just don't cross Auntie Cassie. Just do what she says. That's right. Very good. You know. Because like, all right, so I don't know if this is too much, but I had Lexi, my niece. She's my oldest niece. She was here. And she stayed with me for a few weeks. And while she was staying here, one night, her toothbrush had a spider on it.
Ooh.
I got the spider off. She is 12. Okay? This was last year. She broke down screaming. Now, here's the thing. Lexi had tooth rot when she was a little girl.
Oh.
So you have to take her teeth very seriously. There is no skipping.
Mm-mm.
She started slapping at me and biting my fingers when I said, you've got to brush your teeth. So what do you think I did when she started doing that? Mind you, in the middle of having a tantrum, she's a very otherwise mature and articulate young lady.
Yeah.
Right across the face. No. You are a whole ass teenager now. You will not be having a tantrum like a 3-year-old, because, mind you, I poured peroxide on the toothbrush.
As an arachnophobe, I don't think I could do it.
But it literally was just crawling.
It doesn't matter.
Listen.
It doesn't matter.
As an arachnophobe, because I am one too.
I've had spiders land on me for 10 seconds, and then for the rest of the day I'm feeling them crawl on me. I literally have to know that their bodies popped when he kills one. I have to know that he felt the little pop in order to be sure. I don't think I could do it.
I am the same way. Here's what I will tell you. I used to sleep facing the bed. I used to sleep on the left side of the bed, right? When we first moved into the apartment, we didn't have a mattress. We slept on the floor. Okay? One night, as I rolled over, there was an orb weaver in the bed. Ask me how I found out there was an orb weaver in the bed.
I don't want to know.
My arm found out. Oh. Ever since then, I can't sleep on the left side facing in the bed. I sleep on the right. Now, I'm not denying. But the thing is, I had no other toothbrushes.
And I'd let her use mine at that point.
Oh, hell no.
I'd rather
put my kid's mouth.
I would rather stick my toothbrush in somebody else's mouth than brush my teeth with a toothbrush a spider's been on.
And so we'll see. Again, she tried to tell me, because her mother is deathly allergic to spiders. Most spider venom, at least, breaks her out. At the very least. Like, they look nasty when she gets bitten. And she goes, Mommy would have gotten me a new toothbrush. I'm like, Mommy would have done the same thing I did and worse. And when I told her mom the next day, guess what her mom said?
Yep.
Suck it up.
And it's just that I don't think I could do it. I had to skip brushing my teeth, gave the kid my toothbrush, and bought myself a new toothbrush.
Nope. I see, and this is where I'm a tough love woman, because my mom and dad would have done the same thing to me. It's especially because, and I get it with you. You're I can't convince you otherwise, but I didn't want Lexi to think that she can just toss something out because it no longer conveniences her, because it might make her nervous and it's not good. There was nothing wrong with that toothbrush. Actually, it was brand new at the time. And so it was just like, this is, kid never got slapped upside down the head out of nowhere. Let me tell you something. So my mom called that a denozo.
Yeah.
I got denozoed so many times. And for a lady who couldn't walk, she had a mean slap. But see, for me, it was, if she had been more reasonable about it and like said, Auntie, I can't handle using that toothbrush, maybe.
Yeah.
But especially literally, there were things coming out of every orifice on her face. Like she was snotting, screaming, spittling over this. I couldn't. La Chocolate. It was something that I had to nip it, because she's also mildly dramatic. But it's batting practice. Gotta learn how to get solid contact. God almighty, that's bad. But that's I'm very, very tough love. What's hilarious is my boss's son. So he likes to push the limit.
Oh, yeah.
He likes, again, 12. They do this. He loves to push the limit. Then he had to babysit these two boys. And he was like, they just don't listen. I said, sucks when someone does that, isn't it? It's so annoying, isn't it?
Yeah.
And he was like, whatever, Miss Cassie. No. It's no, whatever, Miss Cassie.
I'm gonna rub this in now. I think part of the reason my friend's kid doesn't like it is because, unlike her mother and everybody else in her life, she knows that when I'm done, that's it.
Right.
Nope. There is no manipulation. There is no getting around it. There is nothing. I said it. That's what it is. And that's where we're going. And that's what's happening.
And see, that's the best thing. I think when kids realize, like with you, that's a stalemate. And again, I don't know.
Stalemate, I win.
But to say it's and that's the thing, is like these kids, I don't know if it's the parent thing. Look at how abused I am by these kittens, but terrible. I don't know if it's because the parents love them and so they're nicer. I've heard supposedly that. I'm like, where are my parents at? My mom and dad was mean, but
It's a combination
of mean.
No, it's a combination of they love them, but it's also a lot of kids. It's kind of a, how do I explain this? In some ways, it's an evolutionary issue in that, a kid grows up and they don't want their kids to suffer the same things, the same negative things that they did when they were growing up. So they think, I'm going to do this a little differently with my kids. And they cut back on some of the things that they don't necessarily realize were probably important to their development. It's something that we see in entertainment a lot right now. Kids' shows are getting dumber. They're getting vapid. They're getting devoid of any lessons. There's no negative emotion involved in them. Whereas once upon a time, you would tell a story to teach a kid that if you feel this negative emotion, this is how you handle it. You can handle it. You are capable of handling it. People aren't giving their kids the chance to learn how to deal with these emotions because they don't want their kids to have those emotions because they're worried that the emotions will hurt their kids. In which case they also just totally miss out on teaching their kids, which is the entire point of childhood, is to learn how to do those things.
Because the thing is, you don't get a negative emotion. I have personally seen the people who get rescued all the time,
Hmm.
people who never really faced the hardship, they never suffered, they never had to struggle, they have the hardest time with adulthood.
Yep.
They have the hardest time with jobs, with everything. The I don't spank and it shows, right? Just look at Grim Fairy Tales, right? And that's the thing. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, I will say, I don't necessarily think you have to spank, but you do have to have some form. Well, I would personally spank my children. I'm not going to lie. I personally would spank my children. But that's because I believe there is an escalation of punishment. I tell you once, I tell you twice, I beat your ass.
The flat side of a brush, yo, when that nails you in the ass.
Yeah, and I firmly believe there's a difference between spanking your children and beating them. You don't ever beat your kids.
I think that a lot of people really do conflate the two, and it's
Mhm.
wrong because there is absolutely difference. I have never been beaten in my entire life, ever. I've been spanked. I've been
Oh, yeah.
slapped. My hair been yanked from 3 feet away. When you have 3 feet of hair and you're running, and your mom grabs just the very end of oh, it was like I felt that shit. See, she grabbed her head because that's PTSD right there. And
Yeah, been there, done that.
and
Happens.
I'll tell you what, it fucking hurts. But I do believe that, and I use Orion as an example. I never believed in spanking an animal until Orion. I never
Yeah,
believed it.
I've had that fight with my friend. I've told her that, the dogs that I let her have do things that I would never let the dogs here do. And actually, they were trying to do some of them while they were here and learned the hard way that, again, not happening. So, like, she was telling me that apparently the kid or the dog was stealing food from the kid's mouth as she was eating. I'm like, well, then you need to pop him.
Right.
No, you can't hit them. You can hit them. I hit them all the time. Well, not all the time. I hit them when
on the butt, something.
I just pop them across the ass, and that's the end of it, and we're all good. No, they might break. What? Nicole, I didn't sell you some 3-pound chihuahua.
Even then, the chihuahua can learn to get spanked too.
Yeah, I mean, you can hit. Obviously, you're not going to want to drop a turkey on them or something. You don't want to. You don't want to elbow drop them or something. You pop them across the ass and move on. And while I was there,
funny, but it's funny.
While I was there, I popped the dog on the butt because he was trying to get into Emily's food, and he stopped. And it's like, it's what you do sometimes.
Ooh. Yo.
Oh yeah, that would hurt.
Oh, as someone who has been slapped across her bare ass. And see, it wasn't even my mom that did it. It was my husband.
Now, what were you doing?
Honestly, nothing fun. I was just in the kitchen because sometimes, you walk around the house in just your undies. And my husband thought it would be a grand idea to wind up the bat. And when I tell you, tears in my eyes. I was like, ah! I was just, my butt cheeks were red for an hour, and he thought he was just so cute. And I was
I'm just thinking because he gives me a little pop on the ass all the time.
No, Matt straight up abuses my butt cheeks.
It was not like that.
Oh no! The worst smack on my butt was not even Matt. It was not my mother. It was my friend at work. But this was not SA. This was just a friend, and he was a kid. But we'd always smack each other. Well, he had his girlfriend that worked there, and I was next to her at my locker, and he got me first. And he got me so hard, I hit the lockers.
Oh shit!
And I was just like, He actually bruised me. And I was like, Evan, why? Like I understand she big. And he was like, wow, there's a lot there. No. Really? So when I tell you guys, my booty has been abused quite a bit. But Starman was one of the worst abusers. Menfolk doing it in a friendly fashion were more abusive than my own mother.
No, I can honestly say of the people who have spanked me, my mother's always the one who spanked me the worst. So,
well, I can't say that it's the same for me.
No.
So, no, it's the third worst. Again, the top 3 were men, and the third worst was if I told the story here, that guy that did essay me when I worked as a 16-year-old. Did I tell you the story?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, so I did have to file, at least at work. He's lucky I didn't file police charges because I didn't tell my parents until a while later. I was 16, and looking back now, as you guys, I have shown you photos of me at 16. I was damn good looking. Hourglass figure. My butt wasn't much smaller, but oh well. And I was in the freezer. It's I was 16. I can say it now. There's a chain of restaurants called Cello's in Rhode Island, and I was. Stop it, Rachel! Stop it! Stop it, Rachel!
Yeah.
Don't ask me how I know it's not the story you think. Oh no, I think it's exactly the story I think.
It's exactly what we think it is.
Dirty. Anyways, so also tell me later.
Did it make it in one of your books?
And right? Did he get to ride? No. There a saddle, and Genuine was playing in the background. So I was in. He'd already made comments, and the worst thing is this guy was not a very bad-looking guy, but I was 16. He was 21. Okay, so we're gonna start there. And I didn't know. YouTube keeps changing its rules, and I refuse to get demonetized.
Understandable.
So, in case anyone's wondering in the playback, because I still get surprised, people watch this after.
Really?
Yes, every single stream we do, I at least see 100 more views to 200 more views after we're done. Every time.
Well, for those of you who are watching later, hi.
Hi. Anyways, so I was in the freezer and I was reaching up for a box of lettuce because I was a salad prep girl. And I didn't even know he came in. And he came up from behind and he slapped me right in my ass.
Oof.
And he had me caged against the shelves. And that was when I reported him. And then I found out he was essay all the girls.
Wow.
Them all uncomfortable. They were all older than me. I was the only one willing to report him.
A slightly similar but a humorous story. When I was 16, my mother and I, my mother was working at a local golf course, and she'd help put together a charity event where they'd go and do golf, like nighttime golfing, for I think it was for the Uptown Optimists, and they would drink and golf at night with little balls that glow in the dark with glow sticks and all that other stuff. And everybody's drunk. My mom's standing behind the bar of the concession stand, and I'm leaning on the bar with my elbows on it, just lean forward in a short pair of shorts and helping her out for the night because I can't technically serve alcohol, but I can serve non-alcoholic drinks and stuff. So the guy comes one of the golfers. He was a regular golfer who knew my mother. Comes up behind me, and when I say he goosed my ass, I mean he reached way up in there and goosed me with my mother standing right in front of me. And I jumped and turned around. He's like, "Oh, he didn't know it was me. For some reason, he thought I was my mother from the back." He tried to give me $20, and then we never saw him again. No one's ever seen him at the golf course again.
I burned off his hand. He's like, "Oh God, what have I done?"
He was so embarrassed. I refused to take the money from him, but my mother took it from him. We just never saw him again.
So, all right. So that kind of lends to a story. Okay, so my grandma, my mother's mother, she had cancer when I was 14 in my first high school, which was a Catholic all-girls high school. And there's a reason why I'm telling you, I was in uniform, the button-up, the little mini skirt. I had the chunky 90s high heels, the loafers, and the knee highs, okay? In the picture. And I was with my grandma. She was getting seen at the hospital. And the nurse thought I was the hottest thing.
Ooh.
And he's like, he wasn't a bad looking guy. Like, this was a hot guy. Like, he was really good looking. He had muscles and tattoos and I was really happy, 14-year-old me getting hit on. And he was like, look, and he shows me his tattoo of Jesus and Mary, and I'm loving this. And he's got my hand in his hand. He's like, I'd love to see you sometime. Wait. And he notices what I'm wearing. He goes, how old are you again? I'm like 14. He went, whoa. When I tell you, he dropped my hand so fast.
Oops.
Somewhere out there is a man that felt very insecure that day. He was like, you do not look 14. And everyone tells me all the time, I haven't aged since I was 12. You guys have seen the photos. Hold on. I just picked one up earlier. This is me at 11.
You look like you're about 20. I really should get some of my young pictures on here.
And so I feel for the man because seriously, I just simply don't look my age. I have not for quite some time. He was 25, found out then. But he literally said to me, and it stayed in my mind. It has stayed in my mind since that day. He said, you are drop dead gorgeous. Someday, all the men are going to be coming after you. And I thought in my head, I was like, why aren't they doing it now? I do wish I had stayed. That I was 100. Oh, it's a cat jumping down. It's sounding like someone knocking at the door. And I'm like, it is 1:43 in the morning. I'm not opening up. Whatchamacallit though? I have always thought about that because it was the first time that I've been gassed up. There was a small amount of time in my youth that a lot of older guys kept hitting on me because my mom would dress me up. If anyone knows what Fashion Bug and Dots are, these were, so you do. I miss those stores so much. Like they were cheap, but they were nice. And my mom always dressed me like I was mature.
Right.
I mean, I had double D boobs and a big ass and a small waist.
You had to.
And she had no choice.
Yeah.
And she always dressed me nice. And actually, hold on.
I dress like an old lady. I don't know why.
Hold on, I gotta flex your hips, bud. There you go. So you said I've never seen my kids' photos. Hold on. got some more. Hold on. Got more. This was me. I think I'm 14 in this photo.
Focus. Oh, there you go.
Again.
That's a nice outfit.
Huh?
That's a nice outfit.
Right, well, it's pajamas, so, you know. It's real mature. I'm trying to see. Because there's a really good shot of me. Look, okay, so this is me at 19. So this is when Starman and I met. It's a pair of condoms and a tampon. But you can see that's how big I was. But I really wasn't that big. Like I didn't have the double boobs or nothing. Oh, you guys love this. This is my cat Seamus. So the tampons and the condoms were in a piñata that was shaped like a butterfly.
Oh dear God. That cat. He looks pissed.
Seamus hated my brother, and he's one of the ones holding the wings.
Ah, that explains so much.
Freaking out. And funny fact is she was supposed to be his cat. That did not work out well. Philip was not a good match for her, and vice versa. I'm trying to find other photos of me at that age. Because there's just, I just didn't. Well, here's one. Do you have any kid photos? You should go grab them.
They're all out in the garage.
How dare you?
I honestly, if I am going to be entirely upfront about it, I hate looking at myself.
I hate that. You're so cute.
That's what people tell me. I'm trying to get better at it. This whole streaming thing forces me to some degree to get better at it. Like, I really don't think my face is as hideous as I used to. Oh,
14.
That's a cute outfit.
That's a bathing suit.
Oh, that makes sense.
And
I have one picture.
yeah, see, that's another shot of me standing up. I used to have more of a neck.
This is me at 7.
Oh, little baby.
You can tell the dog ate it.
You tell the dog ate it. Here's a shot of me with the only girl I ever wanted to date.
I'll see if I can talk Sheep into going to the garage for me. Oh, she's cute.
I wanted to date her so bad. Fun fact is, she wanted to date me too. We weren't brave enough to ask each other out.
Isn't that the way it always is? That's why you need a man. No, I'm kidding. I couldn't help it.
Sheesh. You got me on that one. That's why you send a woman to do a man. That's all I heard when you said that. Hey, fucking. I'm trying to find the other one because there's one really good shot of me that I'm always particularly proud of. I think it's one of the best photos of me that was ever taken, and I did not take it myself. It's I used to go to this Steubenville conference. So here's one of them right here. This is me at 16.
Cute.
I took a picture with that guy because I thought he was hot. Did not know him. He was a counselor. He was just a counselor. And I just wanted a picture with the guy that I thought was cute.
And to think someday that would become a totally normal thing to do.
Oh my God. It's kind of sad in a way. But
You've never felt really weird until you go to one of these conventions or something, and people are like, can I take a picture with you? And I'm like, why do you want to take a picture with me?
Right? Oh, and here, In case you guys ever wondered if my characters are old, I got put into a sidewalk chalk presentation, and here's me drawing the original design of Azrael on it.
Very cool.
That's me. Let me see. These are pretty much the only childhood photos I have. Like, I have no others. All these ones I'm showing you guys, this is it. Because most of mine got destroyed. This booklet, and then the ones that my dad found from my grandmother. Like, this is me. This is where it's going to throw you guys off. My hair is not curled. This is my natural hair when I was a little kid.
Focus!
Come on!
There we go. Well, that's cute.
And that's my dad, so you can see who I look like.
No, obviously mine was back from the 80s. You could tell my mother loved the crimper.
Oh, yes. Which destroys hair.
Not my hair, apparently, though.
No,
My hair does well with heat. My hair could do just about anything. We are top 1 foot. Okay, I'm assuming you're being sarcastic there.
What?
Oh, in my Rumble it says y'all at top 100 influencers for sure. I'm assuming that's a sarcasm.
Jasmine! Jasmine's in the chat.
Hi, Jasmine.
Here is... These were the most important people in my life when I was a kid.
No.
This is my dad, my mom, there's Brandon, and my brother. Well, these are my brothers. There's Philip. I think I got a better shot of Brandon somewhere. Hold on. I talk about him to you guys all the time, but you don't even know what he looks like. Let me get it. That's a terrible shot of him. Hold on.
It's one of those things. It's like I'm forbidden to show my mother.
Oh.
And unfortunately, she's still alive, so she could kill me.
Well, see, my dad's still alive.
Yes, but is he going to kill you?
Oh, he probably would. I told him, and then he gets mad, and then he's like, "Oh, too late now." And I'm
No,
like,
she wouldn't say too late now. She'd just kill me.
"Don't worry, Mama. I'll show the picture."
And then she'll kill you.
She's gonna have to buy a ticket.
She'd do it though.
I know, it's why it works in because then you gotta come with her to help her not kill me. So I'm only seeing bonuses here, right?
We all got daddy issues. I hate to tell you that. I especially.
So to give you an idea of Brandon's personality, how he was.
He was a pole dancer.
No, he just liked doing weird shit.
Nice.
I loved him.
Yeah.
But he would have gotten a kick out of this shit. He would have absolutely tried to embarrass me on stream as much as possible. He would have been your greatest ally, all of you, especially you, Edie. He would have absolutely tortured me. Just for the shits and giggles. And,
Hi, Yankee. You have fun with that.
huh?
Rumble again.
Oh. What's happening over anything fun?
Apparently he's been a little horny lately, so he's got to go.
Oh, well. Can't help you.
No, he's going to go help himself, and that's what's important.
Yakshemez. I don't know. When people announce that shit, I'm like, it doesn't help anybody unless embarrassing yourself gets you off. I mean, go on.
I'm kind of like, okay, you know, that if you wanted me to know, I'm okay with that knowledge. I'm just gonna continue on my life.
This is again, so I must have a thing for the name Matt. Because this was the other guy I wanted to date so bad. Every year at the Steubenville East Conference, this Matt would show up.
Oh, he's a nice looking Matt.
If only with focus. Whatever.
I think it might be too shiny.
Maybe. Well, either way, he was hugging me because I was cold because we had dived into the La Salette Shrine fountain together, which was me and this other friend, Sam? I want to say her name was Sam. She and I are pen pals for a long time. And then we just stopped talking after MySpace. That's her in the red.
Oh, cute.
We go every year to Steubenville. She was somewhere from New York. And for the 3 years we went, every summer we'd spend that week together. It was great. This is some Christian rock band that I took pictures with.
Nice. They look fun.
They are. But I loved them. Thought they were cool. This picture is definitely aged though, because one's wearing a Transformer shirt and one's wearing a Powerpuff Girl shirt. So
that wasn't a long time ago or anything. Actually, it's entirely possible you could pass that off as a today's shirt because people wear those things now.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. And apparently they don't do the Steubenville East Conference anymore. I guess I feel bad about that kind of shit. Like, this stuff never happens anymore, all these cool things for kids. And I don't know. This is the only see, there's another picture of Matt. I had a crush on that guy for a while. Didn't work out, but anyway.
Yeah, my grandmother sent me a big old photo book of pictures of me.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's me, my mom, my mom's mom.
Aw. Your mom was so tall.
Yes. I haven't really grown much since then. So it's horrible how much it blurs.
Yeah, you can catch it for like a second. And
especially
then,
with my carpal tunnel, so it's like...
Yeah.
Because the other day, the entire shift, I had to chop vegetables. I chopped a crate of red peppers, a crate of orange peppers,
oh wow,
of green peppers, and then I chopped a crate of celery.
Wow. That's a lot of veggies.
Well, we had to make the stews.
Sounded like a mise en place.
Yeah, it was a mirepoix. No, yes, no.
Mirepoix, yeah. Well, that's actually more of a Holy Trinity, the Southern
That's
version.
what I remember, Holy Trinity. Hey, don't drag in the Powerpuff Girls. I wasn't dragging, but it definitely ages it a little bit.
Powerpuff Girls.
But yeah, so that's the only memory lane I have. I have, so there is a computer floating somewhere in this house that has hundreds of photos on it. To give you an idea of how old it is, it's a Gateway 2000.
Yeah, we have a compact around here with the same issues.
I can't get it to turn on. I've got photos and videos that I don't even know if I can get them at this point.
You can. You might have to pop out the hard drive and put it in something else. But there is if they were on there when it was last turned on, they're still there.
And I have an external hard drive. I have an old Seagate that I don't have the driver for, and I can't find the download. So I can't turn on the Seagate. Can't get into it. So I've got thousands of photos on that one. I can't get it. When I tell you guys,
It has to be out there somewhere, though.
I think honestly, it's just I haven't been able to really dedicate the time to figure it out.
Yeah.
And so, well, shit, you guys have fun. I gotta go to the store. He came home. Nobody wants to give you a single day alone.
No.
How dare your family love you and want to spend time with you, bastards.
Assuming that's what's going on.
Right, hope so. Well, good luck after 40. But see, for Jasmine, it's still what? What time is it where you are?
It's midnight.
It's only midnight for her. You. For me, it's 2 a.m. But yeah, it's
Well, we're going at 3 hours and 15 minutes right now.
Well, we were a little late.
We were a little late.
I'm willing to admit it now that most people that were here originally are gone. So, oh, it's 11. Oh, she's even further behind than you. Got it. That's right. She's 3 hours. She's more
So
towards
she's East Coast or
Yeah,
West Coast. East Coast.
She's a little further than you are.
Yeah,
But
just a little.
you know what's really sad? I just realized something. I think this is useless now. Let me check.
What is it?
So I got this made for myself a while ago. It's for if I do any sales artwork.
Right.
And it is a rubber stamp.
Oh no.
Of all my socials. Here's the problem. I have the Twitter symbol on here.
I wouldn't worry about it. The Twitter's not going anywhere for. I mean, the idea people understand what it is when you say Twitter. I would give it about 10 years before they don't.
I'm just glad I didn't put TikTok on here.
Did you get rid of TikTok?
No, TikTok got rid of me.
Oh, right.
They got rid of me. And guys, did I tell you how stupid I am? So the TikTok that I switched up to, I used the no system email to make it, and then I stupidly did not change the email while I was in it. I logged out.
Oh no.
So I could log into my other TikToks.
Now you can't get back in.
Oh, it's even worse than that. I don't remember the password. So I can't get the password reset. I've emailed them and they're like, oh, well, here's the email. I can't get to that email. So now I've got a TikTok that I announced to everyone was my new TikTok, and now I can't get into it. And I'm like, I don't know what to do because it's not gone. It's there.
Still there.
It's still there. And so I'm like, but I already named it. I want that one. I can't get that name again. Oh, no. I'm so mad. And so, because even though they banned my TikTok, the name Lady Starson still isn't up for grabs.
Well, they banned it. They didn't purge their records. Those are two different things.
Don't logic me. I don't like it.
I can't help it.
So now I'm trying to figure out, because I don't remember what I did for the password. I can't even begin to remember. And every time I try to log in, it says you only got a few times before it'll lock you out.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't know if that resets every 24 hours or every 30 days. I don't know what it does. But I'm going to try it again right now. I'm going to see. Let's see if maybe this moment of clarity has assisted me.
Yeah.
Why do you not sound confident for me? That's not very nice.
Sometimes honesty isn't nice.
That is not very nice. Young lady. Let's see. Wish me luck, kids.
You can do it. Maybe.
Maybe I can't.
You can do it. Ooh, I wonder if these hair clips will work on my hair.
5 attempts remaining. Try again.
Damn.
Try one more time.
I mean, technically, you can try 4 more times. Let's see if Starson can hack her own account.
Shit, hold on.
She has an idea.
I'm gonna try this one. cursed me.
Oh, that's cute.
I'll try one last one. I used all my variations. Oh, hello, Desert
No.
Jack. I think this is useless now. Things I say about my ex.
Yeah.
Annie, you should go to bed. I didn't realize she said that 5 minutes ago that it's midnight where she is and she's gonna be up in 6 hours.
I can go to bed. The kids need you.
Yeah. See, for me, I really like corn. No, I can't help it. Ever since that video came out, that little corn video,
Yeah.
I'll randomly hear that kid just say it in my head. I really like corn. And I think the problem is I'm easily entertained by children. I really
Children are entertaining for sure.
I gotta order my new nail file this week.
Yeah.
I told you guys last week. I know I believe in our 15 minutes of whatever that was last week, I informed you guys.
Yeah, you told us that there was an unfortunate loss thanks to a clumsy teenager.
The same one that learned. But it is going on 206, and I think you and I are running out of steam, darling. What do you think?
Honestly, I'm surprised I had this much steam. Not gonna lie.
You were that excited to see me.
I was. I missed you. And I really wanted to share that stuff that pissed me off with you.
It definitely stirred emotions, to say the least. Shut up, Penny!
I am once again just so proud that I managed to not say anything.
Oh my God, I still can't believe it. You deserve an award.
Right?
Me? I'm pretty sure I would have even maybe passive aggressively said something.
I managed to not say a damn thing. Well, I'll take that back. I did say, oh, I don't breed my dogs like that. I did say that.
I have standards.
Basically, yes.
Oh my God. Well, why don't you lead us out for the night, babe?
All right. I will be on Friday or Friday. Why am I jumping all the way Friday? Wednesday night. Because I take Tuesdays off. Wednesday night, midweek hump, we are having Eric July on.
Really?
Eric July, yes. The man who wrote the comic books. The really cool.
The man, the myth, the legend.
This one's really shiny.
It is really shiny. Wait, what has he done? I think I've heard of him once or twice. I think I've heard.
He writes comics.
does?
He's part of a band called Backwards.
Oh.
And he is a political pundit on occasion. You can catch him on The Blaze.
Oh, is he liberal?
No. He's an anarcho-capitalist.
Oh, I've never heard of such a thing.
Yeah. It's this crazy idea that humans shouldn't be controlled by other humans, and that you have the ability to control your own life.
That's called parenthood.
Yeah. He really does. He does a lot of shit. But they are getting, from what I understand, they're getting ready to put out more music soon. Backwards is.
Although, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to stop by just to be like, just be a little shit about it.
I'm looking forward to the more music though. They get really if you haven't listened to his music, at the very least you should listen to his their cover of Bye Bye Bye. It is the best version. And I don't like boy bands. So
I'm gonna have to listen. Except making machine gun nipples.
What? What are you on, Primal? Okay.
I'm assuming Primal requested that of him and it just was denied.
I'm going to assume so.
Oh, so apparently he said he was filming 2 last week.
Yep, 2 music videos last week.
No boy bands.
I don't do boy bands. I'm with you, Rachel. Well, she said only man bands.
Boy bands grow into man bands. Listen,
Eventually, maybe.
screamed with a little tiny 14-year-old last summer at the Backstreet Boys, and I'll do it again when they come around.
Okay. I'm just gonna finish my outro. Thursday, Friday, I will be streaming some more Baldur's Gate, which I've been enjoying. Oh my god, I love the game. We can't hear you.
I know.
Okay.
I'm mouthing it.
I love the game. It's been great. A lot of fun. Saturday will be some 7 Days to Die. Sunday, I believe I'm going to be on my friend Devil Made Me Do It. His channel is called Beelzehub. We are going to be rating board games. Ranking board games, which one's the best and all that stuff. And then I will probably be streaming more Baldur's Gate, and then we'll be back here with my dear friend Star Sam for more discussion of all things furry, funny, and frankly frustrating.
Without a fucking doubt. Everything keeps happening. We think it's been a boring animal week, and then like a day before the stream we'll be like,
all right, we're gonna kill someone tonight.
yes, that wins. And always Risk is a good one.
It is.
Chigo, also a good one. I think Pit is one of the best board games ever.
I haven't played that in a long time.
Most people don't. Pit and oh god, shit. Oh, somewhere Nana's mad at me. It's her favorite game. It's a card game. Oh fuck, I can't remember it. Oh no, I'm gonna have to ask Matthew when he wakes up.
I just remember playing Candyland a lot when I was a child. Mine came with a videotape though.
We played Trivial Pursuit a lot.
Oh yeah, we did a lot of Trivial Pursuit.
That game is not appreciated by kids these days.
No.
I'm gonna send you a list of the greatest to look into.
Well, he just gave me his note or his the show notes, so I'll make sure he has everything.
Oh yes. So as for me, this Thursday, we're gonna be talking about Lizzo, guys. Tomorrow, because I've never talked about her. I made a video about her. I don't really bring her up all that much.
Didn't you do one talking about her TikTok about calories?
That was it. And I was gonna make a whole video, and I've only brought that up to you. I have never actually mentioned it in an official TikTok short, whatever. But I was going to make a video about her and whining about the world being fatphobic and everyone being mean to her. But then she just had to go and do all the things. Have you heard all the things she's done?
Oh, I've heard all the things people are accusing her of doing. Yes.
Well, they also found a tweet where she said Amsterdam was fun. We laughed, we sang, we ate bananas.
Oh, bye.
Sounds like someone told on herself. So,
yeah, robust. We're wrapping up.
Prepare for Thursday because I got the DNA results from her, and she is 100% that bitch. But
I'll be honest, I never really thought she wasn't, because
she always gave bitchy energy, didn't she? Like mean girl energy. Was never a nice girl.
Yeah.
So Thursday, I think you guys are gonna like it. Bitchy Starson is here. I did go off on a bit of a tangent though. I can't lie. Hopefully when I'm editing it, I can make it through and understand what the hell I was talking about. But because I was off. I was off. I collected a lot of stuff for the video. 130 pieces of editing pieces to go into this. The most
Wow.
I've done for any one video. But anyways, also tomorrow you'll see me at 12 o'clock. We will be chatting and drawing. And I don't believe, because I was supposed to with animating today, we had to rearrange stuff. I've been getting some requests for collaborations. A smaller channel reached out to me on Twitch, on Twitter, and I've had a couple of emails since I
Nice.
did Lydia's video about collaborations. If any of you are the people that want to collab with me and you're watching this right now, I'm getting to them. I just gotta get past this whole thing that happened with my second job this week. And then Sunday, you will see us here. Not us, me with Faye Queen and with Peachy for Mother to Smothered. And then next week on Monday with this gorgeous lady to talk about all, as she said, the animals and the people that piss us off about animals. That's all for now, guys. Remember to get your animals spayed and neutered. Remember to tell people they're important to you, that you love them, and be safe. So, Horror,
Yes.
I love you.
I love you too.
Be safe.
You too. Mwah.
Good night, everyone.
Night.